Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. I'm going to just double check the mics are all working. Yes, we're all good. Okay. Welcome back. This is episode 13 of Bloodpunk.
I'm looking for some.
Oh, God, what do we think was going to happen this week? What do we think?
Oh, we're straight into the fucking...
Well, just...
Train!
I swear to God,
hopefully.
right? I had this conversation with you all earlier. Fear fucking hates crowds. He doesn't want to be in a queue. He's not waiting around. He's like, just get me the fucking ticket. And it's not English queuing, it's European queuing where you can just barge in and I'm just going to pick off a grenade and just drop it in that crowd. He does not fucking like it. And we got to follow this fucking blood mist and he's just... Where is the chase and how do I cut to it? He is so bored of this, like...
You're on it, man. You're on the chase.
Ian's fine with it. I'm loving it, but Fear is fucking done.
Marinette probably feels that she should have packed more like Capri Bloods for Fear, just to keep him entertained while we wait.
Oh my God, that's the artwork. I want to see like Fear like sucking on the Capri Blood.
Just in a corner.
Just got reins on his back.
Oh my God, like Marcus Summer off in the distance, Fear one reins with the Capri Sun, Kitty in a papoose on Marionette. All the way out of the train station.
If there's one piece of art I want from this campaign, that was it right there. Just on a fucking 1920s steampunk themed train. Just... and it's fucking glasses.
Little kid. But before that, we should do a bit of corporate shilling.
What do you think's going to happen?
I know what's going to happen.
Do you?
Jack's bought up the campaign TPK.
Do you really, Jack?
I know what's going to happen. I think.
Who's going to make the first real stupid joke tonight?
It could be anyone.
You can't tell.
It really could be anyone.
I don't think it'll be Siobhan. I think she holds off well enough and we're the twats.
We are the twats.
Because we haven't got Alex here to basically do the side-eye glance of like he said one word that could be misjudged as funny.
Yeah,
so we have to wait until somebody breaks.
Yeah.
And it's always the way.
Yeah.
This is the way.
But speaking of corporate shilling, Warrior Prince 3D. Who wants to talk about Warrior Prince 3D?
I think you should check.
I always point to you and you straight hand it over.
Warrior Prince 3D. His name is Richard. He prints such great 3D minis and terrain. Just anything you can think of that you have in physical form, he'll print it for you. So long as it's not like 10 feet long, it's not happening.
You say that?
He probably could.
Yeah.
If you're me, he'll do it.
What's the size limit? What are we talking?
As long as he can slice it into different things and you pay him the cost, he'll do it. So,
and then it's just shipping. Oh, well, that's going to be whole.
Well, it depends where you are in the world. So, I mean...
Yeah.
And the size and the weight, really. So actually, it's not really down shipping. It's down to time, really, more than anything.
Yeah.
Do you not know how a 3D printing business works?
No.
So you should head over to 3D over on Etsy and use the code TOTHESTARS to get 15. It's now 15% off your orders. And if you spend over £20, you will get, not painted, but you'll get a free Starfinder badge that they will print out and send with you on all orders over £20.
Nice.
Because he's been really awesome and been like, you know what, I love that you always do the advertising and that's kind of part of the contract. But yes, the code has increased. You'll get 15% off those 10 metre orders.
10
metre orders.
Whatever.
That can work.
Yeah, but obviously I've got huge stuff printed and some personal stuff, some...
He's a tip-top lad.
And he's very good at his job.
He is.
Incredibly good at his job.
You should definitely go and check out his Instagram as well, at Warrior Prince 3D, and see some stuff that he prints and paints, because it's sexy. It's really sexy.
Exquisite.
Painting with him on a weekly basis is a heartbreaking situation. But I'm like, yeah, I think it's right. Oh, yeah, you've done that. Cool.
Right.
I don't mind. I'm not like trying to be the best. But like, he's not trying to be the best. He's just incredible at it. And he's very modest. And it genuinely, everyone should go check out Warrior Prince 3D, your one-stop shop for all your 3D printing needs.
His name is Richard.
And he has a printer.
If you would like to support us, you can do so using Twitch Prime. And if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can give a free subscription to any channel on Twitch of your choice. And if you're already here, why not give it to us? It helps us out a little bit at the end of the month, and it just shows that you are enjoying the content, and it just helps support us. And I'm sure there's probably a few emotes that I assume comes with the subscription.
There are emotes, there are bit badges and stuff like that as well. So we went around and I sorted all that out a few weeks ago with the help of the Geeky Phoenix, our lovely moderator.
So you get a little bit of something.
You do. So there are some. I think there are some free emotes, and there are some unlockable emotes. Then there are like different tiers that you get as well. If you, obviously with Twitch, it's free. So, go over to their website. You can't do it via the app. Or, if you don't have the money or you're already subscribed to someone else, just hit it as a follow as we try and get towards a partner. But also,
Just word of mouth. Just tell people.
tell people. Yeah, go follow us on YouTube. Go download the podcast. Go do what we can do. We're no longer needing to say about the Crit Awards either because that's now closed.
Done.
Done. We don't know if we've been nominated or not, but
That'd be wild if we did.
nominate for the Crit Awards. Next stop, Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Naturally, that's the natural.
That is
They've got
how
a
it
tabletop
goes.
streaming
Yeah.
content, right?
Yeah.
That's, we're like, for your inability to stick to a point, your inability to
Yeah.
not laugh at every stupid little thing, and for constantly talking over each other and having awful sound levels.
Yeah.
Selling it.
But if you want a little bit more for your money, then we have merch on the merch store at dragonbornindustries.com. You've got lovely t-shirts as displayed here and the lovely mugs.
This was a fantastic one.
There's a various assortment of merch
Go on. Yeah, do
items that you can purchase on the website. So if you want a little bit something physical to take back for your money, then you can do
I think it's
so.
going to be me tonight.
It was you.
Sorry.
And it helps support us in the long run.
We don't know what we're doing.
No,
we are children.
Just as a reminder, if anyone's in Cornwall who's watching, we're Lightwell live tomorrow at Happy Pride.
All four of us are there.
Yeah, all four. This is it.
This is the finale as
That's
well.
it, yeah.
I've got to write it.
This will probably be the very last episode, so this is your last chance to come see us live.
For the time being.
In the flesh. Yeah, for the time being. We don't know what's going to happen.
Maybe in a couple of years' time. I'll do it again.
Come watch Ian kill my horse.
Yeah. That's going to happen, probably.
Also, watch it in Lightwell.
You leave Thornbird out of this.
Have you actually got a horse?
Got a horse, yeah. I used to have two. One died.
Where's the other one? You have so much time that you dedicate to other things.
I know.
Where is the horse?
The horse is in its field, in the paddock where it lives, and it's lived for the last, 30 years. It's an old horse.
What's his name?
Thornbird.
What's his schedule and list of fears?
He's brain damaged.
Have you got the Peter Griffin horse?
Oh my god.
Peter the horse is staring at me.
He really is.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Is there anything else that we'd like to talk about before we head streaming?
Have you finished selling tickets for Gals and Pals?
Oh shit, yeah, that's happening.
Yes, it is.
Gals and pals!
Why do we have to remind each other about each other's things?
The thing that I've been dedicating a lot of time to recently.
She hasn't seen a horse in months.
And he's brain damaged.
Has he had a meal? He doesn't know.
Nor do I. I am running a Gals and Pals charity event on the 24th of May at the Piranha Cafe. Siobhan is going to be one of our lovely GMs running Perils and Princesses, or Princesses and Perils. I can never remember
It's
which
Perils
way.
and Princesses.
That's the one. We've also got Amy, who is another gal pal who's running a Wacky Racer Style 5e game. And I am debuting my own Rules Light ttrpg Cackle at this event. We're also then in the evening having a slumber party. There's gonna be food, there's gonna be cocktails, there's gonna be a chocolate fountain, karaoke, scavenger hunt. There's prizes to be won, fun to be had, gals to be palled, and it's all for a good cause. So come along and it'll be great.
Gals to be
Gals to be pals.
Gals to be
Oh
pals.
my god. I mean, it sounds wonderful. It sounds like it can be an absolutely brilliant time. So.
Whack on a wig and a fat pair of tits. You can come, Jack.
I don't think being a film presenting person works like that, Steph. I don't need to mansplain to you
Safe space.
a female safe space, but that's not quite.
No.
That's not how it works.
I jest, but no, genuinely, it is for women in film presenting people. We also have a game on the 10th of May.
I'm going to that one.
Siobhan is coming too. I think there are some tickets available. Book in. If you want more of this nonsense.
I know.
Yeah.
Siobhan just comes as my package deal now.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are we doing?
Well, hopefully
Should we do some Bloodpunk?
playing some Bloodpunk, which I'll get some music on.
Who wants to control Marcus? And why is Marcus so dumb this episode?
Let's start with a little bit of a rundown as to what happened last episode. last time, you find yourselves having to work out a blood chalice puzzle in the founder's tomb to try and make your way further inside. Infuriating some.
You were really pissed off.
You made your way down after completing this puzzle on this platform, which led to another very similar tomb, where you found this altar, this thick slab of black marble that was empty. It had no body on top of, and you could see the cupboards behind it had all been ransacked. But there was like a smoking chair and a fireplace, and there was a small table with a cigar still left in a box, which Kitty tried. May or may not become slightly addicted to this form of tobacco, noticing that there are some angst crystals laced within it.
Addiction.
It's not long before you all experience almost like a blood vision. It almost happened exactly the same way as it did the first time you had one, except you didn't go all the way into the vision. You just had your blurred vision, almost headachy, and then you heard the whispers of a voice telling you to wake up and follow. And you did so because a red mist sort of formed in the middle of the space that you were in and started moving towards one corner of this tomb where there was a secret door leading down a cave passage. And that led you around many corners until eventually there was a ladder that led you up into a graveyard up on the surface in Kanrath. A little bit of ways away from where you entered the crypt in the first place, but you emerge from this grave, noticing that there was an angelic sort of figure with their wings removed or just broken over time, you're not sure. But you continue following this red mist, and it leads you through the thoroughfares and the alleyways, leading you past a large sort of manor home that had been set on fire. And there were a few people screaming, asking for help, screaming for help, and you do so. I think Marionette, I believe, was the first one in, hearing that there were unfortunately children inside still, this burning manor home. You managed to save at least one of these children, and you are thanked, and you're given a little bit of a reward for doing so. And it's at that point that I think Kitty notices first that there's someone watching you all from afar, from behind the crowds that are sort of gathering around this manor home, and they notice that they are spotted and they sprint for it. And Kitty, you try to make your way through the crowds, not unfortunately managing to do so, as people are just too invested in what's going on at the time. Fear goes up on the roofs, trying to sort of chase after them. And it becomes a full-on chase down these streets, and these streets are packed with people. There are market stalls, people selling things, people buying things, people just making their way to and from work. It is just bustling. And the people on the ground, everyone apart from Fear, had to sort of make their way through. Fear got a few shots off on this figure. Didn't seem to halt their speed as much, but clearly are wounded. I think there was a large muscly man that was alerted to this figure that was sprinting the way through. I think we called him Mr. Jimbro or something like that. Jimbro. And he sort of points at them and he grabs them by their collar and lifts them off the ground. And as the sort of crowd are passing, sort of past the vision of Marionette and Marcus and Kitty, it takes but a moment for this figure to have been dropped, and this Mr. Jimbra holding his throat, and you can see the blood seeping through his fingers. You can clearly see this figure is not taking anything. It's just getting out of there. And this chase ends up leading all the way down through to the Lurtes Park district, where there's this large tavern complex with many large buildings and tables and sort of gazebos. And that is unfortunately where you lose this figure as they turn the corner around in this tavern complex, and you lose them. However, the red mist is still just following on and kind of ignoring where you thought maybe this figure went, and leading towards a train station. And you kind of figured this out beforehand, but now you've travelled up the 50 or 60 large steps into this train station where there are people just going to, and you have to queue now, where you have been now standing for about 25-30 minutes just trying to make way up into these booths where you can now purchase your tickets. I believe Kitty notices there's a small urchin in the corner selling some newspapers. And you buy one of these newspapers. There's various sort of bits of news on here. Specifically, you try and look for maybe news about you and your disappearance. Unfortunately, you find nothing. You're not really sure why that is. You figure it could be because you haven't maybe been long enough away. They might just think that you've just given up, you've just quit your job. It could have been anything. You all murdered, which you
Brutally.
were indeed.
Lovely. I very much enjoyed that.
But no one knows, and thus your story is unfortunately not told yet.
Oh, and Kitty's feeling very wounded about that.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Good shame we got left out of the podcast.
Fuck it out.
Here, have a Capri blood.
Oh, I love those.
But with the help of Fear's sort of slimy tactics of getting through crowds, he pulls the rest of the party through, and you manage to get up to the booth to try and purchase your tickets. Where you can now see there's one guard right in front of you, kind of blocking the way in, and there's one guard up on inside this glass-fronted booth, where they're sat higher than you are, so they always have to look down on you. But you can see they have these like small round glasses that are kind of like at the tip of their nose. Fangs or blood?
Fangs.
All right, you. How many of you?
Ethan's not with us, is he?
No, Ethan
No,
fucked
he
off.
fucked off.
Ethan is not with you, right?
3 and a child.
I don't see no child.
She's there trying to read a newspaper.
You can make me a persuasion roll on that one.
Can I do a performance?
Could it be deception?
Tell you what, yes you can.
Because I'm pretending to look
If you're
like...
pretending to be a child.
Can I help with that by lifting her up?
9.
Yes, you can
Well,
help.
Do I get advantage then?
No, it's
Or
Magnus
you
helping
get
you.
advantage
Oh,
because I'm
okay.
helping you.
Where am I?
Hold her up. Wow.
Wow.
No, why?
It was a...
I'm gonna win.
Wait
I'm a
minute.
baby.
So we've got a 19 on the first one. Let's see if we can...
Yeah, do you want to get better?
Nope, 19.
Okay.
I'm a baby.
Is it Zootopia with the little...
Yeah, with an ant cigar. I'm a baby.
Oh, Roger Rabbit, the baby.
That's what's happening right now.
Can I just get a quick D20 up? I forgot my dice like a bad deer.
Tap tap.
That's 2 sessions in a row, isn't it?
Well, that was a nat 1, that's exactly what I deserve.
What you get?
So, child user. Okay.
Yes, look at her. You hang out with
if you say so.
Meow.
Wow.
She thinks she's a cat. We call her Kitty. Why am I even engaging with you? Give me the tickets. 3 and a child.
These things take time. Okay.
I will kill you.
It's all right.
3 and a child, I'm afraid. Even if it's a child, the tickets are the same.
Oh.
What tickets would you like?
First class. I don't want to be near this scum. And he will just look at the crowd.
I'm sorry, there's not general admission then.
No, get me away from these wretched, smelling individuals.
Are you a trader of any sorts?
Who the hell does this guy think he's talking to? I'm Stewie Griffin.
That was very Stewie Griffin, yeah.
I don't need any questions asked. I just want the tickets, and I want to be on my way.
I understand,
I am
sir.
having a bit of a migraine here.
Would you like me to take over for you, sir, in this administrative task?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Hello.
My master is very keen that we get away from this place very quickly. If your efficiency protocol could be engaged, we'd be much obliged.
Unfortunately, this is the protocol. Again, are you traders?
Nobility.
You're nobility. And do you have any proof of this nobility?
Oh shit, I actually do. For
Sir,
the first time in...
This blue-collar worker is asking for proof of nobility. I am ever so sorry, sir.
And Fear will like pull a brooch around, and I need to actually bring up my notes to remember it. I think it's like a crimson sun with beams coming off it. It might be that. It could be something different. But it's essentially his actual symbol of the one that Malevolence...
I'm afraid we'll have to investigate this. Because we can't just have anyone just pulling up with an amulet that looks like a noble amulet. So, if I may. And he'll be
quick.
Underneath. And he'll like sort of turn around on his desk, and it's like this sort of like corner desk. And he's got this sort of apparatus, and it looks like he's got magnifying glasses on now. Just like proper going in for it. And this takes probably a minute, 2 minutes of him just kind of investigating this sort of amulet that you bring out.
I'll find the description for you.
You give me the fucking worst dice.
Which one you rolling with? Oh, Jack, you idiot. Why would you roll with
Roll
that
well
one?
for him.
Yeah, 'cause it's the campaign goes, it hates us.
It does, very true.
It's Crimson Sun.
I can't say I recognise the emblem.
There are not many of us left.
Can you give me any more description?
First of all, let's stop this band.
That shouldn't be on, to be fair. I just haven't noticed. Fuck me. Right. Carry on, ignore that.
Just my tunes.
It's on shuffle, you see.
Above table, what is it he's after here?
Just what noble household? Just more information about where you come from to try and nail down.
I'm the last of the eldest son of the House of the Crimson Sun. My master, and I suppose father, is Cain.
And you see he turns around again. It's like another bit of corner desk. And he starts flipping through a ledger.
How many corners does the corner desk have?
Well, at the minute, he's got like the bit, you know, this bit where the apparatus, and then this bit.
For podcast, Jack is turning around in his chair.
It's just like a chair, and he just revolves around doing different things.
I don't mean to be hyperbolic, but I would actively die for this NPC.
And he starts flipping through
Because he's about to die.
this large, like thick ledger, and it's just got these like really old pages, and you can see they're like almost like crispy, like that's how old it is. And he starts sort of marking down through the records. It appears your elder house of the Crimson Sun has been scrubbed from the records, which I'm afraid would make you no longer noble.
Fine. How much to get us those classes anyway?
That could not be bought. You must be noble to. Look, there are only two choices. If you don't want him in general admission, you are either a trader or you are not.
Fine, we're traders.
And do you have an angst coin, then? You can see the crowd behind you starting to, like, get a bit rowdy.
I've forgotten entirety of my own backstory here.
Could I just blast the symbol of the crown?
No, we were told not to do
In
that.
Cyherested.
We were told not to do. It's probably not a good idea to do that here because they'll probably have records. It's Crassius' household, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mine.
That's
Fucking
yeah,
hell,
yeah.
that was up. I show the symbol that's emblazoned on my pet. I'm like, we are looking for my temporary master. Is looking for my long-term master, who are noble. So I am actually of the noble household itself.
Crassius.
A likely story.
It's literally burnt into my
He turns around
being.
again and starts looking through the ledger.
Just going to press my peck up against the glass.
Oh, yes, I can see it. You don't need to show me. That's fine.
We were just saying, you need to know.
Yes, I can see the Crassius household, but unfortunately they do not rank high enough in the nobility.
Outrageous.
You know what? Just give us the regular admission. We'll kill people on there to get to the other seats.
I want to speak to Amanda.
My service droid is now running. Do not think about your station here. Let's just get on the damn train.
Well, look, there's general admission. Clearly, you've not been on this train before, so I'll run through it for you. General admission is for the standard public, humans, and anyone who wishes to be there. I wouldn't recommend it. Business ticket is for anyone who's conducting business of any sort. It holds its own bit of price on it. Or if you're an angst trader, that would require an angst coin, which would prove that you are an angst trader of sorts. And if you're obviously noble, then you would be in the noble car, but I'm afraid you are not. So,
I could go into my ribs and pull it out right now.
Would you like the business ticket or the general admission?
Business is fine.
Okay, well, that's 50 fangs each.
That's fine. And he would just, throw 200 fangs across.
Okay. He'll
Now pick that up.
take the 200 fangs. And then there will be an additional 10 fangs per person, I'm afraid, because this is your first time. We need to have a blood imprint of you so we can keep track and record.
Well, you're going to enjoy this then.
So another 40 fangs.
Hands it across. I'll mark off my sheet.
Cool.
Take the blood then.
What do you mean? As part of...
You said you wanted a blood stamp.
Oh, I see what you're saying, sorry.
Do you not know your own job?
No. See, you pay to have the blood pass and then you give the blood.
Yes, I'm
So
trying to give
are
you
you
the blood.
giving 40 fangs?
Yes.
All
Done
right.
it.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
All right. Just making sure. And if you please would just go through the gate, you'll see just behind the booth there is a. You can see there's one of these screened areas where you saw people having blood taken before, and he points you in that sort of direction.
Will it just be myself buying the tickets, or do you need all of my entourage?
Well, indeed, a blood pass for each of you. Could keep track of your individuals.
They don't have any blood.
Well, I'm afraid that is not true. They do have blood. Everyone has blood.
Because he knows the world.
Even the blood work automaton here.
Even though it gets changed yearly, which seems ridiculous because then I could just have a blood pass, but the blood would be completely different after my MOT.
Due to the blood work automaton, nurse. The blood will always remain the same. It would depend on your make, your brand, as it were.
Oh.
I'm surprised you didn't know this before.
No, I'm surprised you keep your file over there. It'd be much better on the left.
She has a good
Don't
point.
judge, okay?
A good day, sir.
And he will pass you these sort of 4 quite large tickets. You can see there's a break-off bit that you would probably give to a conductor when you go on the train. But he'll pass these 4 tickets out to you, and it says business class on it.
Hold on to those until we get there, please.
Put them in a
And the one guard that's standing in your way now sort of stands to one side and lets you through.
That's right.
And you're sort of pointing in the direction of this little screened area where you're pointed to give your blood. And we don't...
Come on, Kitty. Let's go find Mummy.
It's simply just like a chair, and there's an attendee there ready with sort of this syringe that's attached to a pipe, and they're just kind of there, ready to go. Anyone sits in there.
He gets Kitty, come on, Kitty, and then puts Kitty in the chair. Children first.
They'll ask to roll up your sleeve, and they'll try and find a vein, and they'll take some blood from you. And this process will carry on. They'll find a little sort of
I'll unscrew a finger
an
and
intake or something. Yeah, or that. Yeah, whatever way that you can give blood is fine. And then you can see that she pours some of this blood onto this. It looks almost like paper, but then she squashes it down with another bit of paper, and it makes this kind of imprint, this unique imprint of your blood. And then they'll sign it off, and they'll ask for your names, depending on what names you give them.
He'll give his name.
Fear.
Yeah.
I'm still planning to be a child. I don't know if I do need to. It'll just be Kitty.
Just Kitty.
Yeah.
And
nothing,
they don't
just
even bat an
Kitty.
eyelid. They're just cool, Kitty, fine. You've already been let through. They just kind of assume that you've already given your identity, as it were.
I presume he gives me my amulet back.
Yes, your amulet is given back, yes.
Marcus is going to give his name as Marcus Vecchia of the Crypt Temple Crypt of the Secret Cult of the Dead Sun Risen.
It's a rather long name. Okay.
Isn't it just? How many syllables do you need? 1.
And I mean, is Marionette? Do you give
Just Marionette,
Yeah. So you can see all 4 of these sort of imprints are stored in sort of just files and put away, and you're just free to go, and you're allowed now on the platform. Where you're now kind of waiting again until the doors are then opened, because you can see that cargo is still being loaded on, and I believe sort of described last time, there was someone like having a go at one of the attendees. They're kind of shouting and pointing at the cargo.
I don't blame them. All the bureaucracy.
Quite agree, Fear. This place is abysmally organised.
And it smells so bad.
I am very glad I cannot smell it.
Honestly. How are you doing, dear?
Fine.
Can we get you a...
Marionette has not put you down, by the way. She's still holding.
I mean, I'm not sure if we need to keep up this pretense of me being a child, but you know
I think
what?
it's more for her comfort than yours.
I'm so sorry, I rather forgot myself and put you down.
So on the train.
Old habits die hard. Yeet.
So you again do have a little bit of time here before you're allowed properly on the train, because you can see, as I said, the cargo is still being loaded on. For the traders, you would imagine, and anyone else on here.
Is the blood mist still just hovering above the train?
Yes.
Okay. I think we need to be on the roof.
Off you go then. Is there like a cafe stop or like a Starbucks or something we could?
I'd say there's like, you can grab like a little snack, that kind of thing. There's like a small,
just a bending
little
group of
shop.
people.
a small cafe or something like where you can grab a little drink, or for any of those that are waiting.
What's the cafe called?
The Sanguine Cafe.
Ooh.
What's the person behind the counter look like?
And what's their full name?
Don't
Age and address.
I really want to RP buying a
not in
cafe
the law.
blood. Let's go off script here, Jack.
You want to go talk to the person.
Ding ding.
Yeah.
Hello.
Then you open it. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da.
Housekeeping.
How can I help?
What do we see?
You see another halfling, and they've got this black hair, kind of like, it's almost like space buns, and little bits of hair coming down the front. And you can see they're quite young, almost like
It's their first job.
late teens. You know, imagine that they've just come out of college, kind of thing, as like their first job, and they're the only one behind the bar, and they're kind of a bit stacked because everyone's trying to get coffee at the same time, that kind of thing. Yeah, and there's what can I get you? And they're like just pouring coffee wherever they can, not even looking at you, just trying to keep on
Kitty,
top
what
of
are you
this.
after?
Have you got a Capri blood, just warm, please?
Capri blood?
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
I'm
gonna open a cabinet.
Sounds awful.
It's like a foil pouch filled with blood and a little straw. We've become quite partial to them in the past 30 minutes.
And I won't be judged for my drinking preferences.
Well, it
thank you.
appears you already have Capri blood.
But I want more, and I want it hot.
I'll have a pint of A negative, please.
Don't care how. I want it now.
We can do small vessels of blood if you wish.
Pint of A
They
now,
don't
please,
call
mate.
Capri blood. But, it would be about 5 fangs for a small cup of blood.
Can it be warm?
I can make them more, yes.
I'd like
Cup of
it at
blood?
30 degrees precisely, please.
No foam.
Could you froth it, please?
I would like half foam, half blood.
Oh my god. That's congealing.
Ooh.
So, a cup of blood for you.
Hot.
Pint of A neg for me. Marcus, pint?
I must not drink off the job.
Anyone who gets like a cup of blood, you can pay about 5 fangs for it.
Marcus would like to buy some
Daylight
masonry
robbery.
tools and a brick. He's really getting into sculpting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
sure.
he can only do it on clay bricks.
I'm moving on from Legos.
How much am I paying for a fucking drink? Can I get enough drinks here to fill me my hit points back up?
Oh, actually, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm after.
I forgot.
I mean, how much do you need?
I'm on 18, I need to get up to 36. 4 pints.
I don't think that you can just drink enough blood to just fill you up straight away. So I'd get like 10 hit points worth, which I'll say,
yeah.
I'll take that.
if you want 10 hit points worth, you can get,
Nearly.
that's like 20 fangs each.
What if I want 4 hit points?
I'll pay for that. That's fine.
6 francs.
6 francs, cool.
So 10 each, you said, and then 6 francs, so 10.
20
10.
each.
20 each, sorry, so 20, 46, yeah?
Yeah.
You just pull out like a siphon hose, pop it into the cup, and just sit there while I refill my tanks.
What's Marcus on?
He's back up full because he drank all that founder blood.
Yeah.
Go sit with your brick.
Two of these.
He's got it on a string.
Just chatting
Around with
along.
it.
I love my brick.
Marcus has got a pet brick.
What would you like to do as you now satiated yourselves with the blood? You know that you probably got maybe another 10 minutes until you're allowed on board.
This city is so noisy, and I loathe
It is certainly noisy.
all the people here entirely.
Okay, are we allowed to board the train?
Oh yeah, no.
I thought we were just sitting down having a drink. I was opening up.
You didn't tell us anything we didn't already know, Fear.
You start a conversation then.
I've tried many times.
Me too.
Can I look around in this? Look around.
Me too. There's a lot of calcium.
To see if there's anyone like suspicious or that we know in this like waiting area.
Yeah,
give me a
Marcus.
perception check for sure.
You think we'd look around more to see if we're being watched? We're the most arrogant party in the fucking world.
Give me a fucking Capri Sun. Blood.
Capri blood.
Oh no. 10. 10.
Obviously, it's very busy, and it's kind of hard to tell if anyone's specifically watching you. I think maybe sometimes you get fooled into thinking someone's watching you, but whether they're just kind of glancing around and they just happen to catch your eye. It's kind of like
The awkward moment, yeah.
But yeah, you don't know whether you're being watched as such. You do see one sort of notable figure as they're kind of like shown their way through the gates that you've come through, but without any without being stopped whatsoever. They just kind of walk on through, and you can see they have a bit of an entourage with them. There's about 4 heavily plated crimson knights with this person, and this person with the entourage is wearing this kind of off-kilter colour of blue, because you're very much used to the black and red colours of Kanrath.
With a quarter of silver in blue.
But
Blue with silver trim.
Purple and red.
I'm trying not to talk over, but trying to talk to these guys at the same time.
But you can, they're just gone all the way through, and their entourage is kind of like surrounding them, very much like bodyguards almost. And you can see 2 of these knights are very much smaller in stature. What's the fucking word?
How far away are they?
They're a lot smaller than the other ones. They're almost like even smaller than you are. So you would imagine probably like gnomes, perhaps.
Really far away.
But one
The gnomes
maybe.
here
But
are very small.
you can see in comparison, like one of the other knights who's close by is fucking massive.
That one's really close.
They're like 7.5, 8 foot tall, just clad in this extremely heavily plated armor, and they're wielding this huge greatsword.
Having done my skulking around the shit here, would I know who these are? I'm gonna say.
I would imagine in Kitty, you probably point this out, maybe who's that kind of thing.
Oh, only if Kitty points it out, obviously. I can make that.
You can make me a history check.
May I also partake in that check?
You may.
Having stalked pretty much every family in the city, would I have advantage on this?
It's not very good, is it?
I know.
It's good I've got a +7.
No, but I will lower the DC a little bit for you.
15.
Don't worry about it.
What did you get?
An 8.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry.
I won't worry about it. They're clearly, I will give you this, they're clearly noble.
Yeah.
100% noble. You've not seen them in like the royal castle before or anything like that, but clearly it was someone of high nobility.
I think like he goes to look at them and it's pointed out, but his straw pops in too quick and blood spurts. Damn it!
Was that a 15 you got, Marinette?
15, yeah. I'm an 8.
It's not bad.
So I'll give you a bit more description. So They're quite a tall lady, quite slender in figure, but they're wearing a very beautiful blue dress, which is kind of it's embroidered with all sorts of patterns. There's nothing particularly familiar about the patterns. There's nothing like the Ouroboros symbol or anything like that. It just seems like more like filigree and just. But it's an extremely well-made garment. But they have this long blonde hair and this very sharp, angular blonde eyebrows.
Anime style.
It almost is a bit like that, but they're very angular facial features. They're
Very angular feet.
and they're standing very, very proud. Again, clearly high nobility. I think you would just about know that this is Lady Liza Ledeny.
Say that again.
Please, ladder.
Lady Liza, which is Lyzah, Ledeny.
Ledeny.
Ledany.
Oh yeah, I got it right.
You nerd.
You would know that this. Oh, would you know that much?
Yeah.
Scribe.
They recently got to this position.
Oh.
New blood.
Blood.
That's all you would know.
Marcus is trying to feed his rock.
I love my brick.
I love my brick.
He's doing airplane with a spoon of blood.
As Marionette is kind of like just watching, but it's gone very robotic as kind of like she's siphoning through and she's feeling the buzz of the blood for the first time ever. And being like, Lady Liza Ledeny, she is new to the nobility, a new blood, a new player on the pawn of the a new player. Yes.
Are you okay?
This is I have not been hungry before, and now I am, and it is strange.
I'd say you get used to it, but it's just frustrating.
I don't care for it.
Neither do I.
Take it away. It's almost like I disagree entirely with the construct being able to be in this position, but there we go.
Death?
After a couple of minutes, you can see they're on the other side of the platform to where you are, but you can see at the minute it's just kind of like one train that's in. But you can see they point to one of their knights, and they say something. You don't know what they say because it's too loud in here. But one of the knights kind of pulls out like some sort of contraption and kind of like flicks it out, and it's just like a chair. And they put it on the ground for her. She just kind of sits kind of in the middle of the thoroughfare where these four knights are just surrounding her.
What a knob.
Keeping her safe.
I was going to say I quite liked that.
Give me one.
You do it. I'll just put Kitty on my lap.
Well, this is perfect. Even better.
Yeah, so got like another 5 minutes or so. It's
What is the betting that something happens on this train and we have to save this person or engage with them?
Or they've got some sort of connection to something or other that is important to us.
Seems to be going that way.
You would at least know it's not abnormal for nobility to be on
Marcus,
train.
don't kiss it.
I love my brick.
I will also say you can actually see the amount of cars on this train. There's about 11 of them.
11?
So it's quite a long train.
Big.
50?
Not 50.
One train.
No. Yeah, there's 11 cars on this.
Have you ever taken the train before, Kitty or Marionette?
No.
No.
Brand new experiences.
Not that I recall.
It seems to be a first for us all. Marcus? No.
Brick.
Why? Don't file your teeth down, you need them.
Ricky needs them.
He pulls his own teeth out and gives them to the prick.
That does not happen. That does
You've
not
got like googly eyes and fangs.
I'll allow the brick, but I won't allow Marcus taking his own teeth out.
He just slowly bites the brick. I love my brick.
Oh
Watch the teeth crack.
Oh my
He's
god.
turning you such a simpleton.
He should have been here then.
Oh, what's his intelligence?
It's not good.
It's not great.
What is it?
12. It's average.
Okay,
It's
okay.
average.
An average is slightly better.
Can it be 10 to
Oh, Jesus, I'm going to fix this sheet.
Do you do anything else for this?
I just want to fix him.
For this other 5 minutes, you think you just kind of hanging around, just keeping an eye out?
As long as we're away from other people, Fear's happy. I don't know about you
Yeah,
guys.
I think just actively waiting for the second they start boarding, just to get this party on the road.
Well, if you don't do anything else, then another 5 minutes goes by, and you can hear now whistles are starting to be blown, and some more guards come out from a sort of side entrance on the platform, and they walk up to every single door that leads onto this train, and they're all sort of shouting out. You can see the one at the very back of the train saying, General admission! General admission! And everyone, the vast majority of these people are going on these general admission trains, and the back 3 cars are all for general admission.
Or scum, as we call them.
Behave.
And you can see the cargo was being lifted onto the next 2 cars up from that. And then the one after that, you can see there's another guard outside of it going, anyone with a business ticket? Business tickets only!
I guarantee you,
please."
if anything happens, it's in the cargo crate. Cargo train.
Bring the brick, Marcus.
Okay.
You would know that, obviously, having business tickets, this will be the one to go to. So you can start making your way over there. And you can hear another guard saying, Angst traders only, please. Angst traders only. Please show proof of being an Angst trader. And you can't see there's not a lot of people going to that one. You can see there's a few... You right?
I thought Marcus had given a friend a gunny. I just have the gun on a string, and he's just got them. I assume he's kicking them across the platform. I'm sorry. It goes off.
Bricky, no!
Oh my god. Alex, you got a lot to come back to, mate. You got some fixing to do.
Oh my god.
You've ruined his character. Absolutely.
It was already built.
No, we can't read that sheet.
Try for a fucking month.
Oh,
Oh, I
jeez.
love you, Alex, so much, but you're not here. And that's the rule. If you're not here, your character gets destroyed.
Sorry, Jack.
That's fine. I'm kind of used to it now, I think.
Second to Maud Bricky.
We got a ticket for that one.
It's drawn in crayon. Marcus has done it.
Oh.
On a napkin. Oh, continue.
Oh.
Business.
Right, so...
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, you know the next one up from the car that you're at is the Angst Trader's car. The one up from that, you can see there is actually supplies being lifted onto it. You can see it's like food bundles being carried on. You'd imagine this is probably the dining car, where only people from the business car, Angst Trader car, and the next car over, which is the Noble Vampires only car. Only those people can access this this dining sort of car. And then the other 2 after that is the first one is the backup fuel, and then the next one after that is the locomotive engine itself, where you can see they're starting to some thick crimson mist is now coming out of the chimney of this locomotive.
What's the C count on that?
What's the what?
What's the C count on that? How many C's?
Only 2. I think.
2 C's.
It's not like, wade through it thick. It's more like
That's not everybody wants to be described as I'm wade through it.
it's noxious gas thick. You were eventually brought on board to the business car. And you are actually showed your own seats that you had given for you. You don't have to find seats or anything. And you're shown to your seats by one of the guards.
What's your name?
Goraz.
I don't mind that name.
Thank you, Kanrath. What race is he? Species?
Half-orc. And they, like I said, they show you to your seats and stuff. Your first time, you look like you've not been in here before.
It's presumptuous.
But yes,
I'm right.
accurate.
Yes. Just give you a bit of a quick rundown. When we leave the station, you will hear some singing. That's normal.
It doesn't sound very normal. Singing.
It's been normal for at least the past 5-6 years or so.
If you have to say it, it's not normal.
Is this for entertainment or does the train just...
Well, you will.
What, is it powered by love?
You will see a ghostly figure outside the window when you leave Kanrath. The name is the Lady of the Railroad.
Choo choo. Sorry.
Choo choo. It's a bit of a long story, but
okay, don't worry about it.
yeah, fine. The less, the better. I can't be asked.
Oh, now I kind of want the story.
Given how often the family would travel, would Marinette have heard anything about this? Or don't they discuss it?
I'll tell you what. Yeah, you can make me a history check.
Let's do it. Let's try you. Oh, you're marginally better than the last time. That's 16 this time.
16.
Respectable.
Respectable. Okay. I think you would have heard it in passing from whether it was Master Crassius or someone else that was in the household. You've heard it in some way. The kind of rundown of the story is there were two lovers, and it was a woman who'd fallen for another woman, and the partner had gone on the train to travel to Cyherested, but the train had been attacked, and unfortunately this person lost their life. This other person who'd fallen for them decided to commit suicide on these by jumping on the railroad, essentially, just out of pure sorrow and despair for losing their loved one. That they now haunt the railroad itself, and every time the train passes through, they sing some sort of poetic verse, almost. And for those that are new on the train, unless you're told about it, it would be a very jarring experience. It's just not very normal at all. But because it's become such a regular thing now for the past few years, it is now just the norm. They've never been attacked by this Lady of the Railroad. They're just always there, giving their...
What I'm hearing is stop the train and put the ghost to rest. The only way we know how.
They're basically always providing like a warning to anyone that's travelling on the train.
A warning?
Yeah.
See, the trouble is all that's going around in my head now is two lovers. Secret tunnel. It's the same story, right? Pretty much.
Yeah,
without the dark
Indeed,
suicide.
yes.
What suicide isn't dark?
True.
Without the dark suicide.
Well, indeed. But the Goraz leaves you be, and a few little bits of like food and snacky bits are taken to your table.
Olives?
There are olives there, yes.
Was it a lovely picky tea?
It very much is
Lovely
like picky tea,
tea.
yes.
You couldn't have been more regional there if you tried. The Midlands in you came out so hard there. Oh, I love a picky tea.
Well, it's nice to have a picky tea.
Oh my god.
And you're waiting for another 5 minutes for everyone to get on board and actually just kind of settle down, wait for everyone to sort of get in their places and put more cargo on and that kind of thing. Until eventually you kind of hear the engine start to roar up and you can feel the train start to move from outside the Kanrath walls.
Sorry, I was worried about
until eventually, it takes about sort of 5 minutes to get outside the Kanrath walls, and that's kind of where this Lady of the Railroad now starts to appear. It's not like multiple copies of her, but you can see out of the right-hand side window, you can see this spectral figure is kind of floating along with the train as it's sort of slowly speeding up a little bit. I'm not going to sing because I can't sing.
Do
Free one there for the Dominoes. You want to sponsor the show? I love pizza.
Oh my god, yeah. Demolish a Domino's.
So it's quite a small verse that you hear. You hear, all sing a song of Kanrath, or blood, pain and agony, where sun never shines but passes by, and no one can love freely. The crimson pearl of Tolia, home of vampires and thralls, where the chance I took for one I loved was sure to mean nothing at all.
If I had a melody and a pitch to it, what would it be?
You can imagine that for yourself. I'm not providing one on the spot for you.
I need more immersion.
It'll be awful. Sorry, I'm not there.
Dance.
This phrase kind of repeats 5 or 6 times, until eventually you're far enough outside the walls where the sort of spectral figure starts to just veer off and then disappear into nothing. And you can see some of the people that are maybe new on the train and haven't been warned about it, and they're kind of like, is this normal? What the fuck is this? And they're just kind of confused about it. They really know what's going on. But you are now moving along now. And you can see outside of the windows, you can see that the walls of Kanrath start to get smaller and smaller as you leave it behind. I would imagine for all of you, this is the first time you've been outside of Kanrath.
One more train track, and this will be the farthest I've ever been from Kanrath.
You know that the sort of first region that you have to go through is the agricultural fields where all the food is grown for the mortals of Kanrath. And there's quite a large sort of zone, as it were. It's not small by any comparison. Think if you've seen Andor, the recent season 2, those large fields. Not that big. It's not like a whole planet of fields, but it's kind of like to that extent. You can just field and field after field crops.
With spoilers.
You can see there are a few barns. There's some silos, and you can still see people working in these fields. And I will note that the cart that you're in and anyone's going forward from you have this darkened glass. You would imagine for any vampires that are in here. But you could see before you got on the train that the general admission was just clear glass. And you can see some of the fabric of the furniture in there, shoddy. It was just ripped apart, barely something you could sit on.
This is why we don't mix with them.
Much better than, much worse than the stuff you're now sort of sitting on. Your actual leather seats. It's a little bit sort of scratched up here and there, but it's so much better than the general admission stuff. Yeah, you're travelling along.
Trundle.
What to do? As you've got, you are told you've got about 15 minutes until the next station.
Okay.
I'd like to go and look at the food table, I think,
Okay, all right.
and see what there is. Picky bits.
What is it?
I want more cookie too.
Look at cheese.
You only have to make your way through the Angus Trader's car,
cheese.
which normally you wouldn't be allowed in because you're not staying in the car.
Cheese.
Right, thanks.
A guard comes with you to make sure that you don't sort of mingle with any of the traders there. They're just
Right.
You want to go to the dining car? Sure, come with me, and they'll escort you towards the dining car. And you can see there's this long, essentially a bar, and there's someone sort of working behind it. You can see sort of a small fridge underneath where they're kind of grabbing some Capri Bloods, if you so wish to call them.
We do wish.
We do wish.
And we will.
And you can see there's another 3 guards inside this in this car.
I'll wait.
You good, buddy?
Yeah. It's funny, but I'll wait.
Okay. And they have various weapons on them. One of them's got 2 bloodwork pistols by the side. One's got a halberd, and one's got a glaive. And you can see there are a couple of people sort of actually just sat in this dining car, eating away, having some drinks. Yeah.
Were there guards in the cart that we were in?
Yes, there were.
Oh, okay, right.
2.
So I just didn't know if it was
Gora has been one.
Yes, yeah. I just didn't know if it was specific to this
No,
cart
no.
for some reason. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you saw 2 in the one you're sort of staying in. There's another 2 in the Angst Trader's car. And there's 3 in this dining car.
Cool. I'd like to peruse the food, but also as I'm doing it, kind of like sneakily, like just be checking out everyone in there to see if I recognise anyone, if anyone's like keeping an eye on me, right?
Is that a dice tower?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can make a perception check. Have a little look around.
If you do it in there, it's a bit quiet.
Shut up.
We've got full ADHD distracted.
18.
18. Okay.
That's what the cheese is for, by the way.
So, very much like the modern trains of today, there's a lot of sandwiches. You can see there's like a few packets of crisps, that kind of thing. It's very much
brand?
kind of picky tea.
Yeah.
It's very much like with a few small barrels of like olives that you can see with like green olives and red olives.
Need more olives.
If you want more olives, there's like you can see there's like a pile of like ramekins that they'll give you some olives in.
Very fancy.
Yeah. It's quite luxurious food, to be fair.
Is there some bread and dips? Bit of balsamic?
Yes. Yeah,
Lovely.
very much that kind of thing.
Walker's crisps.
Walkers.
if you want to get some food, you can absolutely do that.
I don't know if I can eat. I think I can. I'm just going to say yeah. Okay.
Vampires don't need to eat, but they can.
That's what the Grand Advisor was all about, that.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't there then.
Fucking
So if you want like a refill picky tea, that's like an extra.
Oh, yes.
10 fangs.
10 fangs? Is it not included in the price?
Train prices, mate.
Extortion!
Train prices.
Numbers in this city.
Well, you're in the sort of the wealthier part of the train.
Well, you know, Kitty can't resist a good picky tea, so fucking hell. This economy.
You're from north of Kanrath, incidentally.
She looks just like, no, not at all. Don't know where you got that impression.
She's from Steak on Trent.
Steak on Trent. Yes, it's Steak on Trent.
On the river.
Kanrath.
That's right, Marcus is literally... He's
Yeah.
Keep your cheese in.
He's tied Bricky up with so it's like a parcel of it's all together. He's running up and down the aisle. He's like, "Come on, Bricky!"
Oh, come along, Bricky.
And then like somebody who's just like, "Please control your children."
It's not ours.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
But do I see anything
Yes.
suspicious?
Rudely interrupted. No, was that 19 when you started check, wasn't it?
It was an 18, I'll be
18?
honest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bouncing along behind him.
No, yeah.
So
I
you
can't.
see, there's only a couple of sort of figures in here. You can see one of them is in a quite smart, clearly sort of business attire. Fairly old. You can see they're not a vampire, but they've got like a big sort of like X-shaped scar like on their forehead on the corner. These sort of bushy eyebrows, and they're completely bald. And a sort of freshly shaven face. They look almost menacing a little bit, like they mean business. And they're sat alone, and they're just sort of drinking sort of like a cup of alcohol.
Okay.
And just eating a little something, and just kind of looking out the window a little bit and kind of keeping to themselves.
Did the silver cult have X on the foreheads, or have I completely made that up?
Did the silver cult what, sorry?
Have X's carved on their forehead, or have I made that up?
No.
Okay.
I think you might be thinking of the monks that had that line across.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Bricky.
Children. Absolute children, I tell you.
We miss Alex.
We all miss Alex. We do. And the other person is kind of, again, keeping to themselves. There's Bricky. And they're a female, and they're like short, black hair, almost like crew cut kind of style. Again, in very sort of business attire. And they're kind of working through their own sort of ledger and they're making little notes here and there. Nothing untoward. There's no one's scheming or anything like that. None of them are watching you.
Okay.
Sure, thanks on it.
Carry on.
Do you go back to your seat, or would you like to do anything else? Yeah.
I'm
It's up to
gonna
you.
go back for now with my food.
You can take your picky tea with
I
you.
will take a picky tea with me,
Yeah.
as I want to do.
And the guard escorts you back to your seat.
But there's some funny looking people in there.
Oh.
Sorry, Marcus is very distracting. I swear to the gods, he is
Ticked
not
off
going.
soon.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Let's send him off to soft play.
What did you see? What were the people there?
I mean, well, there was a man with an X carved onto his forehead.
Oh.
It didn't look particularly nice.
I bet he was cross.
Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. I hate how good that was. I hate it. Fuck's sake. Carry on, Kitty, please.
No, that was that was it. He did look rather cross, yes. She doesn't get the reference.
Would we have heard who this cross man is? Like, that's quite a signature scar or quite a notable thing.
I will say, Kitty, it doesn't look like it was purposely like a perfect symmetrical X. It just happened to. Whatever wound this
Like someone eating a brick.
Oh,
it was
right.
like-
It wasn't like a carved.
Very much like a scar of some sort. Yeah.
That's quite a notable scar, though. Like, that's the kind of thing that like, police would ask. Any notable
Yeah.
traits?
Okay, you can make me history checks, all of you.
Oh.
History.
Yeah.
18, baby.
18 plus.
Oh, you rolled a nat 18.
I did. That was 20. A dirty 20.
Lovely.
23.
Ooh.
Scandaloso.
What does Bricky roll?
Those are some low rolls.
Ricky rolled a 15
Okay.
plus Marcus's history,
Minus
which
5.
is. You're not far off.
Okay.
16.
Right. High rolls. So. You don't know names for this person.
Whilst in general.
Just don't know names. They work more in the shadow side of things, where they're not like the forefront business side of things. It's very much they work on the background stuff. It could be logistics. You probably gather that was like the main part of their sort of business trade, is doing the logistics side of things, but there have been other aspects to his business that you're not really aware of. You just know there has to be something extra, just because you know what this figure looks like. Yeah, that's all you can get, even with those high rolls.
Yeah.
This is not someone that likes to just make themselves known.
Sure. Shadow
Yeah.
business.
Can someone roll me a d10, please?
Kitty.
Go on, Kitty Kanrath. I've Kanrath today.
Kitty Kanrath.
Kitty Kanrath, that's your name now.
I am
Kitty
the
Kanrath.
owner. Wait, where am I? D10. What is it? Wait.
How do dice?
It is that one, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 10. I was like, 0.
And can someone else roll me another d10?
Sorry, another 10.
Another d10 from someone
Another
else?
D10. A 0. A 1.
A 1.
Both ends of the spectrum.
Bookends of the D10.
I think maybe over the next sort of 10 minutes, you, at the end of which you're getting close to the next station, which you would know now to be a farm station, because you're still kind of in the agricultural fields. That's where this next sort of station appears.
Is it one of those tunnels like 415?
Yeah. I will say that you can see, like, on the inside corners on the ceiling are like multitude of bloodwork pipes and all sorts. You imagine it's just kind of what makes this train work. It's powering certain systems, probably powering like the angst lamps that are inside these cars. It's kind of a feat of ingenuity. But you do hear a few rumours as you sort of just kind of relaxing with your picky tea, sort of talking about who this figure that Kitty saw in the dining car is. You can hear people talking about certain individuals who did not die during the execution. And you can hear them say that these survivors are being hunted by vampire authorities.
They're talking about us.
Is this fucking play about us?
You hear another rumor saying, it kind of like, it's almost like bullshit, because you're like, that doesn't make any sense. You hear a story of like a very old vampire recently awakened. That vampire could be a friend of the vampire himself, the founder himself. And they refer to, they have even entered the founder's crypt and talked to him. You hear other stories of the Dalmoon activity, which is you first heard of from the urchin that was talking about this stuff that was in the newspaper. Increased Dalmoon activity, which you know to be sort of a monster of sorts that resides within the mountainous range, the Grot Mountains. You hear one other rumour, and this one is kind of like definitely in whispers. They speak of Lady Liza Leddy. They say they think that they're perhaps a personal assassin for the Crimson King. You don't hear much more than that. You just kind of like pick out those certain things. You just hear a sort of few things, a few musings from other people on this business car. Until eventually you reach the farm station. And nothing untoward happens. Some people get off. A lot of the general admission get off. You imagine maybe they're people who work the farms. They just got on the train to get back to work or anything like that. Some people get back on the train, perhaps to go towards Cyherested or one of the other stations along the line. You're not really sure. But nothing else happens, and it's not long before you know it, you're back on your way to the next station ahead, which you would know to be the ranch station.
Yeah.
And you know that this
Should we become cowboys?
This next station is actually not too far away. You've got another 3 minutes of travel.
Oh, very quick.
And you travelled at this moment about 10 miles. Would you like to do anything in this meantime?
In 3 minutes? Well.
Twice.
Tis the morning.
And enough time to snuggle.
Don't strike me as a snuggler, Fear.
You don't know me.
Tell us.
I would wake up on a cold concrete slab each morning alone.
And that's that.
3 minutes.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm trying to eat my capital.
Fucking cheese mug.
You know, you get to the next station, the ranch station, and this ranch station is it's definitely the changeover from the agricultural fields to something very different. The ground here has this low-level red mist that's just continuous across the entire zone. And you can see some people get back on the train, some people get off, but you can't see their feet because of this mist. It's just this permanent mist of sorts. You're not really sure particularly how it got there, but I will say you would at least know that the ranch sort of zone is known for its blood ranches, where animals are specifically farmed here for their blood.
Are humans also farmed here for their blood?
as far as you know, animals only. Because animals are easy to grow, animals are easy to harvest, easy to control. And the blood that comes from these blood ranches fuels the entire of Kanrath.
Oh, so it's more like fuel, not food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drinking animal blood, you would know, is to be like the lowest form.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. But it's certainly...
Really watered down squash.
It's not even that.
Not even a Capri blood would have this in it.
Capri blood at least has
Capri
something.
blood is dense.
The people in steerage are drinking better than this.
So, yeah, it's very much like the fields here almost do have this kind of crimson colour to it, even with this mist. It does remind you a little bit of the very, very first vision you had when you first died. If you remember way back when.
Oh, yeah, completely. Just remind me.
When you were exsanguinated, you had a small little inkling of a vision of the founder. You woke up in this kind of like river of blood, and it was leading sort of towards these mountains. It looked like the blood itself was coming from these mountains and contributing to the flow of the river. But the fields on either side were crimson coloured. Reminds you a little bit of that.
I think we've been here before.
Deja vu.
And when you reach the station, you overhear another rumour, and you hear sort of someone say, "Hey George, did you hear about the new additions?" "To what?" "The blood ranches. I've heard some new warehouses have been constructed. Big ones." "Really? What for? I thought the blood ranches were producing far more than we needed already. Does Kanrath really need another expansion? It does seem strange, doesn't it? Why expand if there's already so much import?" No, and that's kind of what you hear.
But that mist hasn't left. Is it still like hovering around us, or is it like...
It's kind of hard to tell now because of like the crimson mist that's being sort of expelled from the locomotive at the front of the train. But you imagine where the mist was anyway you were following is like hovering right on top, so you can't see down at the minute. So yeah, travel begins once more, and you would know that this next one is another 15 minutes away, and this next station would be within the Groa Mountains. As you sort of go on a slight incline upwards, but it kind of levels out at one point, and then it goes back up again and levels out. Yeah. What do you do?
Can we see the red mist that was leading us at all? Or is it just like still hanging above the train?
If it was still there, you'd imagine it's still above.
Okay.
But even if you were able to look up there, the amount of just noxious gas that's being output from the train.
It's fighting for its little blood mist life up there.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, like, you get just a weird inwards feeling that you're in the right place.
Okay.
I think Kitty's going to go back.
Going for seconds.
To the food cart.
Happy thirds now.
Don't touch the cheese, Mike.
Thank you. Sorry, Vera. I do trust you, but
Why?
Oh, Kitty.
I wouldn't.
I thought you were meant to be an investigatory journalist.
Honey,
Say that again.
No.
He hasn't killed me yet. She's going to go back in, pile up the plate again, but this time she's going to mooch over to the fellow with the scar on his forehead.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And just say,
How do you approach? You
very
just like sit down and go, alright?
Yeah, I'm going to sit down and be like, good spread here. Yes.
Good
One time you're on time.
Spread.
awfully good spread.
Jolly good spread, old bean.
They certainly give you a little bit of a dirty look. Just kind of like a side eye as you sit down, just presumptuously. Oh, what's the fucking
Say that
word?
again.
Presumptuously.
No. What's the word?
Presumptuously.
That's the one. It's very bold of you, and you can see that he's just kind of like taken back a little bit.
He does like a strong woman.
A good spread indeed. Can I help you?
Oh, I just needed somewhere to sit. Fancy, you look like a fine fellow.
Good spread.
Well, thank you, I suppose. I'm not here to conduct business, if that's why you're here.
No, I'm just making friends. Where are you headed?
Cyherested.
Oh, same.
Train's only going in one direction.
I mean, I could have got off at the last stop.
It's very true, but most people do end up going to Cyherested.
Yes. Business or pleasure?
You're killing me.
Both.
Both. Fascinating.
Well, there's lots to see in Cyherested.
Like?
Lots to do in Cyherested.
I mean, I've never been before, so do tell of the excitement. But
Yeah.
Great to watch. Martha's running backwards and forwards. Marionette's gone. Fear is I know we're not in the same car. I'm just watching this unfold. This is great.
I'll be sure to let you know.
what am I getting from this man?
Good spread. Cards on the table. What are we doing?
I'm just here. You're just here. Business or pleasure?
No, but genuinely, I'm like,
A good spread.
am I getting hostility or not?
You're getting someone who's incredibly reserved.
Okay. Well, in that case, what business are you getting to? I'm quite the entrepreneur myself.
You can roll me a deception check.
I don't know why I did that intellectual.
Myself?
What business are you getting?
In the next car, Marionette just turns to me like, I sense Kitty floundering.
Floundering me?
Floundering.
Never. Ooh.
That was a sound. Ooh.
That was a nat one.
Okay.
I think it's time you leave.
For a total of 4.
Okay.
I'm in the business of closing doors from the other side, please. I'm married. I'm not interested. Like, I appreciate the offer.
Oh my god.
We can bark up the wrong tree, love. I mean, look at you.
Capri blood all over your shirt. Olives in your top pocket. Oh my god.
The business I conduct is a very private matter that I do not wish to talk about.
Okay.
I will not be asking you what business you conduct because clearly, I'm afraid, I know that you are lying.
Lying? Never.
No need to play games here.
Kitty?
Oh, rookie mistake.
I panicked.
Oh, that's a bad.
P.T. Griffin. Peter Griffin.
The grip double trip of the reds and reds.
Very well, Kitty.
Oh my god.
I think our conversation has come to a close.
I'm just, I will leave you alone. I'm so sorry. I'm just, do tell me your name. I mean, I feel like just the pleasantries of social things.
Oh my god.
Oh, the hole just keeps getting deeper.
You can roll me a persuasion check.
Surely with
It's going to be fucking hard.
I need to get something from this fucking interaction.
I think maybe you've learnt something about yourself.
What that is, we'll never know. Ooh, that was a... What was my perception? 7. No, not perception, it was persuasion, wasn't it? Sorry, 7, 10.
I'm afraid I'm not in the business of giving my name out freely.
Well.
I shall be seeing you, Kitty.
Good day to you, sir. And as she goes back to the table, take some more food just to like play it off, you know.
That's what I meant to do all along.
Yeah, and just goes back to the car. It's like, well, guys, had a great time. Made a new friend. Don't know what his name is.
I've never seen you look so red. What's going on there?
Are you well? Are you flushed? Do you have a temperature?
I'm fine.
Do you need some blood pole?
Some
Blood pole.
blood pole.
It's cow pole, but blood.
Oh, blood pole. No, I'm quite full. She kind of looks at the plate. It's like, would you like some food?
I don't eat.
Oh yes, sorry. Smash it trying to eat.
Stop that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So you met a new friend, but you did not get his name.
No, I didn't.
Did you get his number?
No.
Anything productive?
No.
To find it, is he?
Aren't you a journalist?
Yes.
I will
Are
say,
you sure?
I will say at no point was this guy irritated. Like, he kept a very calm demeanour throughout all of it.
I mean,
Do you think Marcus had introduced Bricky to him?
I don't think that would go down very well. I mean, he said he was going to Cyherested for business and pleasure, so that's all I know. So
is this the gentleman who looked cross?
yes,
The cross face.
yes, the
Scar
crossface
man.
man. Yes, the crossface scar man.
To give him his official title, seeing as you
think
failed to
maybe
get
you
a
should
name.
sit down, Kitty, and we'll just wait until we get there.
You don't have enough olives.
I've had plenty.
How far away from the next station?
So it's only been like
30 seconds.
well, Kitty's had a conversation with this man.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Let's just sit in silence.
You got like sort of 10 minutes until you kind of
Okay.
get to the next
In that
station.
case, I think I'll go and have a look in the car. I'll go into the food cart
Okay.
and get a look at this man for myself.
Yes.
Is he recognise? If he's a businessman, do I recognise him from any kind of functions that might have been had at the home, or is he a complete stranger? Étranger.
Ooh, is a good question.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when did I recognise metal or no?
You got that one, babe. You didn't get nothing.
You, but not in your line of work.
Okay, that's fine.
Just thinking about
Just
that bread.
Good spread.
Good spread.
No, I'm
Cool.
afraid not.
That's fine. It rules.
Paths have not crossed. You don't know for what reason that is.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're not particularly familiar with what the Crassius business was entirely. So yeah, you don't know if that business and whoever this man's business is, whether it collides in some way. You don't.
Yeah. I think I will. I'll go and get a plate
Sure.
and just put a few olives on and like a Capri blood.
Yeah.
And turn to where the table where they're sitting, kind of making sure that like my crest is on show a little bit. Just maybe like pumping the blood a little bit so it glows a little bit behind it.
Sure. Yeah.
And they always say they're full, but then they always want more.
What are you referring to?
Oh, you know, mortals, those who eat. I do live to serve.
Yes, quite true. Just leaves you there, just kind of like hanging.
I like this
Poor
guy.
man. Just trying to live his life.
Liberate this man. I do hope you gentlemen are having a pleasant journey.
Yes, if I wasn't being interrupted.
Oh, greatest apologies. I wasn't aware. Have you had a difficult time? I'm so sorry. I'm doing it again.
Indeed you are. Yes, been interrupted more than once.
Dreadful.
If you wouldn't mind.
Not at all.
Thank you.
I'll go back. No idea who that was. Have some olives on a Capri blood.
You can hear him exhale as you leave. Like,
Yes, a response.
and he's just trying to like take in the view a little bit.
Fear, it's your turn.
Puts the gun on the table. We need to have a talk. Marcus, go take Bricky and show him. Brick.
Oh my god.
Well, now we've
Marcus
talked
Uppy.
maybe the next.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'd say 3 to 5 minutes are quite quiet. There's not much conversation to be had. You can't hear any more rumours. People are just kind of taking the time to relax. And you can see the shadow of the mountain is starting to kind of veer over the train a little bit. It's getting a little bit darker. And what sun there is, you can still see the sun because obviously you've got the darkened glass, so you're fine. But you're starting to come into some shadowy kind of area. It's kind of at this point it's almost a little bit sort of too quiet. Make of that what you will.
Is it just me or is it too quiet?
I feel yes. Do you mean like kind of in the fact that there's like no noise from the train, or just like no ambient kind of noise from people generally on the train?
Make me a perception check.
Can we all do such?
Yeah, I think
If you
say
I'd say you're almost seeing something, but to nail it down.
I think
can
Marcus
re-roll my ones. Oh my god!
bangs his hip on a table, running backwards and forwards to Bricky. He's on the floor crying, so he's
You
not
could have
going
done that
to.
earlier with that one.
I know.
I love that you didn't.
Yeah, you know what? It was funny.
Perception, say.
19 with that reroll.
Yeah, perception, yes, please. Yeah.
Perception done. 11.
17.
Let's roll for Bricky. I mean Marcus. 15 for Marcus.
Everyone apart from Marionette notices at least there's always been this constant sound of the locomotive, and in this moment, sort of dulled slightly. It's almost like it's almost being muted. Something's at play there. You don't know whether it's physical or magical. You're not sure, but the sound of the train has certainly dulled somewhat. And maybe it's just a coincidence. People are not really talking much in this moment. As the shadows sort of passing over, you can see kind of getting closer and closer towards this mountain. I think kids with the 19. Well, you're the only one I notice. Maybe you just happen to be looking out the window, but you see a horse-like figure keeping up with the train.
Horse-like figure.
It looks like a horse.
Yeah.
Until it gets a bit closer.
Okay.
It's built like a horse because it's a bloodwork automaton in the shape of a horse. Someone's riding it. And they're not like riding it like a cowboy or anything, but they're very much like you can see like with this puffs of this crimson smoke coming out from like the exhausts of whatever automaton this is, and as they're keeping up with this train, and the train is not going slow by any means, and they're keeping up, and they're coming into line with the car that you're at, and it's kind of within this moment, as you're looking out there, Kitty, you can see them go to one side, and they pull out a firearm, and they start to bring it up towards the train.
Can I react in this moment?
I'll give you one little thing to react.
Ugh, I don't know what to do.
Ask it its name.
So, come here often.
Good spread.
Time you on till.
Business or pleasure?
Oh god. I don't know whether I'm not going to attack, but I might do message the cantrip.
Hello.
What's the distance on the message?
120 feet.
Okay, yeah.
It says, well, if it's
Yeah.
within range, that's all it says.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I've just sort of determined in my head how far away they are, but yes.
121 feet.
Oh,
That's how you GM.
sorry.
Exactly how you GM. You can spend the spell slot. 120 feet. That one.
You feel like you can get this message across?
I think I'm just gonna say, oh, okay.
Good spread.
Is it? Is this? Can I say if the creature is looking at me directly, or is it kind of looking at something else in the cart?
With a perception check, I'll say that they look like they're looking at the general direction of the train. And given from what you've seen from the train on the outside, it's very hard to see in. because of the darkened glass. It's almost like a one-way mirror sort of thing.
Okay.
But they're looking very much in the direction of the train, and you can see that gun is like this, quite similar to the like the lever-action rifle that Fear might have used. And they're like riding along, and they're aiming straight at like, the car that you're in.
Okay.
I've got a bloodwork sniper. Not that I can see this, but like, fuck it up.
It depends if Kitty points it out. I mean, it doesn't look like it has a scope on it.
Yeah.
But you figure they're close enough to be able to make a shot.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, stop! Don't shoot. We can help you with anything that you're trying to do on this train. Promise.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check as part of that message.
Are you a sorcerer? Charisma's like your...
I don't know why I always play a character with really high charisma, because it ain't it.
It ain't it.
With me.
I love it.
That is a... Sorry, what was I doing again?
Persuasion.
13.
13.
Oh my god.
Immaculate. Absolutely immaculate.
I think a message does come back.
Yeah.
You can kind of hear they're like a little bit out of breath, probably because they're like riding this horse kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're galloping like fuck next to this tree.
Yeah.
Like, giving it beans, as one might say. But how do you think you might help?
Sorry.
Can I cast it again?
What did you say? I spoke over.
How do you think you might help?
Me and my friends are very powerful.
Got one spell slot.
Very powerful.
Friends.
You get another message back. Again, a little bit out of breath, but you hear them say,
Is this the song of the ghost?
back in.
I find that particular track very Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
You get a message back, and you say, and you hear, "Side with us, and you won't have any trouble from us."
I don't know if this is...
We're going to go to break right there.
Yeah, okay.
As a shot is fired at that car.
Pew. Well, too late.
We will be back in about 10 minutes or so. I'm getting a cup of tea because I'm fucking gagging for it.
Jack's not been laid in a while.
So we'll see you guys in a bit.
I'm gagging for it.
Oh my god. Geeky, get on that clip. I'm gagging for it.
Gagging for it. We'll be about 10 minutes or so. We'll be back for what might ensue as train combat. We'll see. In a bit.
That was a teacher face.
Yes, it was. Hello.
It was very good.
We're back. Hello. We're back to some train weirdness. Shenanigans, that's probably the best word for it. How are we all feeling? You all good?
I'm feeling fucking great.
Good. You know what? I'm glad.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've had cheese, I've had chocolate, I've got a drink. Wonderful
What more
time.
can you want?
Yeah.
I'm a pretty simple man. About earlier on, I was like sat here and I'm pretty bloated at the moment, so like my belly is like properly like against it, and I was like the moves going on. I was like, wow, I'm a fat little bitch at the moment. I was looking at myself in the thing, and I was just like, oh, you piece of shit. And I body shamed myself in my own mind, and I felt really.
Ian.
I was like, for a minute, I was just like, ah, look at what you've become.
Oh my god.
Ricky still loves you.
I don't think Bricky has a voice. I think Bricky just the camera cuts to Bricky and it's just staring.
And Marcus going, yes, Bricky.
I love you too. Yeah. No, I couldn't.
It's where we left off before break.
What have we got a brick
Is
mini?
Kitty noticing that a bloodwork automaton horse is being ridden next to the train, keeping up the train fairly easily. Oh god. I feel like you're actually going to get a brick out.
You know he's going to get a brick.
First day, what the fuck? Whatever.
I love that he's got to the point where he's like not intrigued anymore. Like, whatever, just let him do his thing.
Just do it.
Do your thing, bird.
This horse had a rider on.
Rider.
And they pull out a firearm and they go to take a shot at the car. Kitty sends a message to this unknown rider, and they ask for
That lovely brick.
They say that if you side with them, they will not harm you. Essentially.
Who are you?
And right before break is when the first shot is taken at the car. I'm gonna get everyone to roll initiative.
Oh no. I've got one spell slot.
As we roll, can I shout, he's gonna shoot!
He's got a shooter!
He's got a shooter!
He's got
Please
a shooter.
never find yourself in an emergency. Shooter!
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 I love you so completely.
No.
Get my tracker up here.
Oh, little tracker.
Your train tracker.
Hey!
Chugga, chugga.
What did we say the other day? Say fuck off? Or fuck you? I've already forgotten.
Oh, we were doing
Oh,
cross.
Big cross.
Right, I've got to do a few things here. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
While Jack does some
Yeah.
stuff, why don't you head on over to I can't do Gene voice for much longer now because the laws changed. So I'll do it here, www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com, where you can find high quality 3D prints. You can find cosplay items, miniatures, terrain, and more. And you can use our permanent exclusive code to the stars to get yourself 15% off your order. Whack 20 quid in basket and you'll get a 3D printed Starfinder badge to boot. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Boosh.
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 Okay.
While Jack's doing that,
Yeah, please
why not
keep
go check out Roll and Play Press, where we actually have an affiliate code with Roll and Play Press, where you can get 10% off your books that save you time and space behind your GM screen. Use that code DRAGONBORN10 at rollandplaypress.com.
Get yourself some goodies.
Head on over to the Self Grotto, where Siobhan has just
hello.
released a new pattern for their amazing Cyril, the dice.
Cosmic cat dice bag.
But also, make it as your cat, like I
Yeah.
did, because I'm not weird. It hides.
It hides.
It
hides.
hides. It keeps dice in it.
It do, but you can also put other things in it.
Like chocolate?
Cheese,
maybe?
maybe a
Yeah,
cheese
maybe.
bag.
A cheese bag. For all your cheesy needs.
Stay fresh cheese bags.
Trinkets, chocolate.
Taylor's goodies and bribes.
Secrets you don't take into.
She won't know what that is yet.
No.
What?
Catch up.
Yes!
Jesus. Right, initiatives. Fear.
I've forgotten.
Oh god, it's been so long.
It's been 84
Oh my
years.
god. Initiative is, 8.
Yep.
You're right, mate.
Nope.
He's gagging for it.
Gagging. Told you I was gagging. Marina.
15.
15.
Oh, Jesus.
13.
13.
Oh, should we roll for Marcus?
Oh, I suppose we should in this work.
3 on the dice.
3.
6.
Heavy heights.
I was too busy playing with the brick.
I love my
Brick.
Brick. So,
You do that so often. But Marcus just picks up a phone and drops it.
Immediately.
we've all done it. We've all done it. So, top round is not in you.
Probably a good thing.
Let's just hope this guy died.
actually
Get away at the land.
Let's get a little Sure. Let's get. Have you got buttons, please?
Map.
Number 1.
Ooh. Zoom and enhance.
So, you're on the business car, and your car has just been shot at by the horseman riding along on one side. I will say that at this moment, you look to the other side of the train where there's another window. There's another horseman on the other side, also, but this one's got a pistol, but also taking fire, just trying to damage the car or do something. You're not really sure what.
There's a double horse in it.
Something happens that you don't know of. And then next up will be one of these, which are one of the Kanrath enforcers that were sort of just keeping guard of the car. And they're currently trying to keep everyone calm. There's a couple of other people in this car. And he's like, we're okay, it's fine, this happens all the time, don't worry. I promise everything is going to be And at this moment, an extremely fast projectile pierces through the glass into this guy's brain.
Oh dear.
Out dead.
What
Cold.
does he mean it happens all the time?
Where is your manager?
I mean, Fear, I'm not even letting you make a roll. That was a sniper. And make me a perception check in just in this moment as everything's happened.
That's my third 3 in a row.
Three.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's below 10.
You can't spot where the snipers coming from. And to make a shot like that on a moving train,
Yeah, pretty good.
Fucking good. But so that enforcer is just instantly taken out by some projectile of some sort.
Lord.
Well.
Marinette, you're up.
I don't know what's going on. Sniper? Where?
Sniper in the building.
I suppose, I don't know, Kitty, have you told anyone about the message? you
I said that I kind of shouted to everyone that
received? Okay.
there is a shooter.
And that's
He's
it.
got a
So Marinette, you know no better.
Do I
Out the window!
do I now notice things out the window?
Yeah, 100%. Like, as these shots have been taken on the car, you look immediately, and these horsemen are riding along, maybe like kind of like 20 feet away from the windows at this point, and they're just taking fire upon the car.
Okay.
Projectile after projectile.
Don't really know what to do.
You don't have to do much.
No.
You don't want to.
Sit back, have an olive.
Your feet up.
Smush. I think Marionette is going to. Well, she can't shoot through the window because that's property damage. Is there a hole in the window now from where there has been a shot?
A very small window, hole in the window,
Cool.
about the size of a bullet.
No.
Who'd have thunk it?
Thought. I think I am going to. I'm going to take out my. Because they're running against. I'm going to take out my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm just going to wait with it there, just in case of further troubles.
Do you want like ready in action just in case something happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they start if more shooters happen, if there's another shot, I'll try and take a shot at whatever's closest.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
You know.
if you're going to take a shot at those guys outside, there's nowhere for you. Really.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not going. I'm just going to ready my crossbow.
Yeah, you're just going to wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they come into the cart
Gotcha.
before the next turn, I will take a shot. Boosh.
Kitty.
Okay. Can I still message this person again?
It's still a spell at the end of the day.
I'm just gonna ask, and what? Because they said if you want to join us or whatever.
If you'll help them,
Yeah.
they'll not harm.
I think I'm gonna message back, just being and what organisation are you from?
Bees.
Operation Business.
Okay.
We're really cross.
But tell you what, make a persuasion check.
Come on, girl, you got this.
Not actually not too high.
Re-rolling that one. Then it's 12.
He said it's not high.
Yeah, it's not high. They come back with, well, we're the Golden Bullet, and they say it with quite a lot of pride, and you can almost hear the smile on their face.
The Golden Bullet.
Can I do a check to see if I know the gold, or is that too much to do in one turn?
Yes, you can. You can make me a history check.
14. It is not a 1.
It's not a one, you're right.
It's a 1 and a 4.
I'd say you've heard a couple of stories, maybe through Kanrath today, perhaps. You've heard of other attacks from the Golden Bullet before.
Yeah.
Not attacks on the train, but incursions elsewhere, perhaps on some officials that have been in Cyherested. You've heard them being. You've heard them. You've not ever heard them be in Kanrath. It's always been outside somewhere else. You've heard of there being another incursion within the Garrosh Mountains. These people despise vampires and want to take down the vampire nobility.
Okay, so maybe not.
And that's kind of where it clicks for you. The name Golden Bullet.
Right.
Noble vampires can only be taken down by gold.
Ooh.
Normal vampires, silver is fine.
Noble. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to probably just say to everyone, I don't think these are friendly to us, so have at. Have at. Is it too cheeky to ask if I can move? Or have I done too much?
You've done your message, which was probably your action.
Yeah.
And now you've got your move.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't know if I was...
no, feel free to move.
I'm going to move away from the window
Sure.
for now.
Yeah. There's not much
Or
space
can I
to
just
be like...
can I actually just duck?
Yeah,
Can I do that?
You're certainly small enough to do so as
I'm just going to duck because I'm kind of by this table,
Yeah,
so I'm just going to
yeah.
like duck out of the way of potential
I'll say,
snipers.
yeah. Oh, you can treat that as half cover.
Yeah, cool. I'm done.
You done?
Yeah,
In that
done.
case. So... The horseman on the right hand side, this side, is going to take a shot. That is a 21 to hit. That hits the other enforcer as this bullet managed to crack through the glass and hits the other enforcer with a certain amount of damage. Which is fine. And you can see this other guard just get hit in the side of the shoulder, and they kind of crumple to one side a little bit, and they're trying to like look around to see what cover they could get, what they can do about the situation. But that's all that turn is. Fear.
And he's just like stood there next to the window as two bullets have come in, and he just like looks down to Kitty. He's like, "Who are you talking to? What are we doing?"
Well, I believe these gentlemen are part of the Golden Bullet. I don't think they like vampires. I feel like they'd probably just shoot you on sight, really. So,
Well, they'd have to catch him first.
well, absolutely,
I will say specifically noble vampires.
specifically. But I'm guessing they still don't like. Or is
Maybe it's Golden Bullet.
Given the
then
name,
it's-
given the name
Yeah.
of this group,
yeah.
you kind of put two and two.
Would you like us
together.
to engage, or do we just wait it out?
I mean,
Should we maybe
Wait.
try and crash in the upper class if they're after noble vampires?
Or just let them have them?
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy to just stay out of harm's way for now.
Few less mouths to feed if... He holds an action
Yeah,
to shoot,
yeah.
and he just like tucks back behind the window.
Hold on to shoot what?
If somebody goes to attack him or one of the party,
Okay,
he will
sure.
take a shot with the sniper rifle. And you see him, he leans back against like the carriage wall, so he's just out of view of the window, and like he has the sniper rifle, and he's just got it relaxed. And he's like, "If they're not here for us," and he just holds the action. Marcus, let Bricky at them.
Just quickly above,
Ricky, no.
would we be counted technically as noble vampires, considering we do have?
Oh,
Not that they know, but apparently
I
I got
think, like-
scrubbed from the record.
Like, I'm guessing they can't just tell innately.
No,
Okay, that's
no.
fine. Cool. No worries. No worries.
In that case, it's the other guard's turn.
What about Marcus?
He's up next.
He rolled very badly.
Good. Good. Can you put Bricky next to Marcus?
No.
Can I put a face on it?
They, I think, go to this window there, and they will attempt to try and shoot at the first horseman that you spotted. Misses, as they're just not able to keep track of them, as they're sort of like dodging and weaving on horseback, essentially. you can see he pulls out like a bloodwork pistol and is just not able to hit the shot. And he's trying to sort of calm people down, but he's kind of like in combat mode now. He's just trying to focus on dealing with the subject at hand.
Yeah. So subtle.
Subtle like a brick. Come on,
You could have just asked me to do that.
I love my.
Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Good.
Miss
Right.
Daddy.
Fuck it up.
It's been a very long time.
Again.
Marcus would.
You'd probably flank the other window, right? Ready?
Yeah, but he falls over.
You probably say, well, what are we doing here? Well, like, what's the plan? Are we just literally sitting back?
Yeah. Why? Why get involved? As long as they don't stop
I feel
the
like
train.
we're just going to be in the middle of something here.
Probably. When are we not? Save your resources, Marcus.
I thought we would choose a side or something, Fear. I don't know.
We've been doing that all along. Just relax. Take Bricky, go have a good time.
What's different now, Fear?
To be honest, we don't know who they're after. Kitty seems to think they're after noble vampires. You and I apparently are not that. Let's just wait it out, as long as they don't stop the train.
Fair enough. All right. I will keep watch on this window then.
If they attack us, we'll kill them dead.
That's usually what kill means. Fear.
Nice. I like that.
What's wrong with your voice?
Got a bit rougher recently.
Stop kissing the brick.
Marcus' turn. And it's now top of round.
I tell you what, actually, go see if they've got anything good on them. They're dead god.
He's already saying his turn. He's not doing that. It's at the top of the round. And at this point, an explosion shakes the train.
Okay.
And you're not taken off rails by any means, but you hear it just a and the whole car is kind of shaking side to side. At one point, you feel like
Damn.
one side of the wheels is going to come off the rails a little bit, and you
We're doing an ollie.
Yeah. Something has really rocked the train good. You don't know what, and you don't know where, but you can feel the train now is starting to kind of like stutter slightly in its speed. You can see like luggage falls down from like the overhead sort of compartments. Some people like kind of fall out of their seats, not expecting this explosion. Some of them are just kind of like screaming out in fear, and it's not like the people in your car. They're not screaming, but you can hear the general admission kind of cars. You can see you can hear there's a lot of people just don't know what the fuck to do. They're trapped on this train, not being able to get off or anything like that. And it's just after this explosion, you start hearing on the roof of the train, and you can hear like maybe two sets of footsteps on top, and you can hear them stop at a certain point, and you feel like it's on your car. Anyway, next turn is the next guy on the side of the train. Take another shot, that hits the enforcer again. As he's shot from the other side. You can see this guy is just getting pelted from both sides with bullets, not able to do anything about it.
You okay?
No.
Oh, shame.
Love some help here.
Would
For
you like,
Kanrath.
I'm occupied.
would you like some blood pool?
Some what?
Some blood pool. Good temperature.
That would not help. Shoot them.
I thought you said this was normal and everything's fine.
Well, clearly it's not fucking normal now, is it?
What do they want?
I don't know. Use that fucking gun of yours.
Use yours.
I am.
Say please.
Yes.
No.
Good. And like he looks at you with like the biggest smile. Very
It's your
good.
turn, mate.
Cool. We think they're above. Sounds like they're
Yeah,
above.
you hear footsteps above.
Does it sound like they've stopped or are carrying on?
They sound like they've stopped on top of your car.
Oh, in for a pen. Is it quite a thick roof?
I mean, the outside of this train is made of like metal. You're not really sure how thick the metal is, but
Yeah.
It's not like thick.
Not like 3
It's not
C's
like 3
thick.
C's, no.
Some
2,
cheeky.
possibly even 1.
I was going to just cheeky little 1C.
Yeah.
Like, could maybe like an arrow pierce it?
I wouldn't go that far.
Cool, I won't do that then. I am going to. It's not what I can do because we haven't had a long rest in 80 days.
Yeah.
Probably for a good reason. I am going to. Marionette is going to. Whereabouts in the carriage, like where we've heard the footsteps, whereabouts would they kind of be? Like that end, this
I
end,
feel like they're
middle?
on the top of your heads.
Okay, like by the table kind of thing.
That half of the train, as it were.
Let me check something, and I'll get back to you in 3 to 5 business days.
we don't have that long.
I'm gonna move into the corner. I can't wink. Thank you. Just like diagonally
here.
in the corner, bubba, and then towards us.
Yeah, that.
And a bit more. And a bit more. Beautiful.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a
Okay.
He is. He's got his more corners than that guy's desk.
That's cool.
I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
Nice.
And I am gonna, again, I'm just gonna hold an action until
Okay.
shit happens.
Sure. No worries. Kitty.
Okay, I'm gonna pop up from my table
Indeed.
and I'm gonna use my Gaze of the Vampire.
Good spray.
Because I haven't used it yet.
And what does Gaze of the Vampire do?
So, essentially, Kitty's eyes, she kind of does this with her glasses.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
She's full of the Riz, this woman.
Riz.
Riz for days.
Short for charisma.
Oh, yeah.
And she does this, the fucking steps. Oh, no.
Yeah, okay, sure. That will affect your roll. No, okay.
And then her eyes just go jet black.
Yeah.
And I'm going to look at the fella. Or woman.
Or she.
All three.
On the horse. And they have to make. Are they within 30 feet?
Yes.
Please say
I think you said
yes.
20 feet.
I didn't.
Nah, they're 30.
They're closer, that's fine.
31 feet or
Like 1 feet.
It's got to be precisely 30.
Unfortunately, it actually does.
Back up a bit.
Can you move? I want to hit you or something.
Spell won't come off.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they need to make an intelligence saving.
Intelligence saving
throw.
throw.
Or they are. Their mind is
Killed.
detached from reality, so essentially they become incapacitated.
Damn.
Is it
And I think
on
they're-
one on this side?
Yes, that one.
I
And my.
figured that one.
It will be a 13 to beat.
Okie dokie.
But it's until the start of their next turn, or if they take damage.
Does not pass. With a 7.
The fail.
Love that.
So they are incapacitated. I can't remember if that makes them lose control of like.
I was gonna say.
I can't remember.
Well, if they're on a mount,
Yeah.
then there's a good chance they could come off, but that's GM's discretion realistically. Are they like.
They're in a saddle, so they might be alright. I'll have a look, but
Well, have
they
a
are
look.
treated as incapacitated.
We'll have a look.
I'll have a look.
I didn't think I was going to need this spell, so I didn't take it, and now I wish I'd taken it.
Fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, you'd look and go fucking useless.
They can't take actions or reactions.
Okay.
So they can still hold themselves up on the horse.
Right.
They won't be able to take an action or a
Okay.
reaction.
Cool.
It's actually.
Useful.
Yeah, and that goes through. You can kind of see that their eyes also turn sort of kind of jet black.
Yeah.
Just kind of meeting your eye contact with your eyes, and they just kind of go almost like mesmerized. And they're kind of like looking straight at you while like galloping on this horse, just like. Just like. Like just slack-jawed. We have fun, guys.
Jesus, your revenge, Jack.
I love the fucking riding with the head stayed.
It's quite an odd sight, I'll give you that.
Oh
I'm gonna wet myself.
Oh my god.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, I think it's just like got one. Yes, and like just like
Got him!
got him, and just crouches back down behind the
Awesome, alright.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. And how long was that for, sorry? Was that until the end of the next turn?
Incapacitate until the start of the next turn, or if they take damage. Which the start of the next turn,
My kidneys.
Yeah.
seems a bit.
Unfortunately, it's their turn next. So it is momentary.
Could you take us through visually?
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, you ready? You ready?
Take us on a journey.
Like, so we'll just go. We're going to describe it for the podcast afterwards.
What?
We'll describe it for the podcast afterwards,
Okay,
but
sure.
take us on a journey.
I'm taking you on a journey.
Bring it home, boy.
So, like, before they were mesmerised, they're sort of like, they got their gun up and they're like taking shots at the window, hitting that guard, and they make eye contact with you, and their gun just goes limp. And then they kind of snap out of it, they go, right, whoa! And they start running on.
Oh my god. So for podcasters, please go to YouTube and watch that bit. It is so amazing.
They don't lose their gun or anything because it was on slings, so it doesn't like drop to the ground or anything.
Clever
It's
bastards.
Still weaponized.
Oh my god, my gun goes limp.
But they still
Certain age, it's just a normal thing.
I think they took a shot at you, Kitty,
But
because
I'm not there anymore.
they knew where you were. So
I've disappeared.
do they 14 hit you?
Yeah.
Cool. Triggered action will go up after she's been hit for me to shoot. If somebody shoots one of
Oh
those.
my god.
We're going to do this first. Get a D10, please.
Can I get a D10? D10?
I meant to get it
Can I get a
table.
D10?
Can I get a D10?
Can I get a D10?
That's fine. You're taking.
Why my people at? Why my people at?
For a second I was like, Steph, you failed me this day.
You take 4 points
Can
of
my
piercing damage.
held action, as that comes in, he will swing around the corner,
Take the
shot.
Take an attack action.
Technically hidden from them around the corner.
Just somebody else.
You haven't taken hide action or anything yet.
No.
I'll let you do a bonus action hide right now.
Right, it's a held action, so I can't bonus action off a held action. It's fine. I just want to know if I get sneak attack, basically.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. You specifically said you weren't other windows, so. I'll let you have
So
it.
that is a 27 to hit.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
In terms of Dimaggio's, this is with the Bloodworks sniper rifle, and then at this level I get 3d6 on top of that. So that is 7, 8,
damage.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of piercing damage plus, very good, another 14 points of
30 points.
30 points.
Good hit. Really hit.
And he's like, into that one that went to go hit Kitty. There's like a little hiss from him, and then he will just bring the gun back in.
You can see that you almost take this rider off the horse as they're like blown back by the sniper round. Like one leg almost comes out of the stirrups on one side of the saddle, but they're still on the horse, still riding along. Very good hit though. And it is technically now your turn.
Awesome. He then bonus action hide,
Yeah.
ducks down a little bit.
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Do it. 19.
19.
Then
You think you hit?
will surprise comes up. That's not as good. That's only a 7 plus 8 is a 15.
Does not hit.
Do I have advantage from being hidden? Because I've only rolled that once.
Yes.
So I'm the Dre. That's better. 17 plus 8 for a 25.
That really is.
Okay, that's with the old sneak attack again. I'm going to roll this together. Blow his fucking brains out. Yeet! Fuck me. 7 plus 5, so that is 12, 13, 14...
Some damage coming out, yeah.
15, 16, 17.
Damage.
Only another 5 on the sneak, so that's 17, 22 points of damage.
Big lot of damage.
Bloody hell.
Again, a very good shot. They're not taking off the horse, but you can see they're now like leaning over the mane of the horse and like just bleeding out these 2 wounds that you've dealt. Still going, just.
Movement will be to up and over the table to the other corner to basically be, if I can be next to the window, even if that means on the table, because I can go up and over with spider climb.
Yeah, it's not exact representation,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Essentially, I just want to be on the other side of the window without them seeing me so that I can try and
do
move
that.
up to the high position again.
Next up is the other enforcer that's still alive. Take a shot. Hits this time. That will be 7 points of damage on the one that you wounded, Fear.
Yeah.
You can see that this person is now on their fucking last legs, as they've got 3 bullet wounds and they're struggling to keep their rifle up. Very much really taken out there. Marcus will be up. He does have a pistol.
He does.
You want the nightmare sheet?
I'll do it.
You can keep it. I'm not doing much shit.
Marcus will, he will focus on the one out of the other window.
Okay.
Because I don't think
That's
Alex
right. Yeah,
would
you can take a
focus
shot.
fire. I
Do
think
it.
he would go for the other one. So, Jesus.
So it's a +5 to eat Bricky.
It's not. He's not throwing Bricky. He loves them too much. There's a lot more comedy in that there. Okay, cool. So it's +6 to hit. It's 15 to hit. We know that's not going to work. So
Did not hit.
the window shatters, and
I'm going to say it's probably Marcus.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to want to move him anywhere.
yeah, he goes to the middle of the window. Just
Yeah.
opens his breastplate.
Hello.
Well, could be a distraction. You know.
Hello there.
So
uncivilized.
Once again.
He throws his gun out the window. Brings out the sword.
My katana. Tips his fedora.
He's wearing a fedora now.
Let's make a check here. Right. At the very top of Fear, you're struck by a bullet.
Oh no.
Bloody hell.
Even hiding behind was essentially almost total cover.
Oh shit.
A bullet pierces through this side of the train,
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
just straight through the side of it, like nothing was there, and straight into your torso.
Yep.
That was a nat 20, by the way.
Oh, this could be very bad for me.
No, no, no. Oh dear. No, 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 no. I don't have
Yeah,
to
okay, that's
feel.
26 points of
Oh.
piercing damage as
Ouch.
a sniper round hits you, core in your torso, just center mass. And it like the velocity and force of it almost throws you back to the wall, and you slump down it.
Yeah.
Are you alive still?
Yes.
Just
2 hit points left.
Oh.
28.
Right.
You know a lot about your weapon. You
Yeah.
know, snipers and such. This is something different.
There's a 50 cal.
This is like a modified bloodwork sniper rifle that is hitting ranges that even you can do with your sniper. This is a piece of kit.
Yeah. It's just like, body shock hits
Yeah.
the wall. It's just like,
There's like this blood splatter on the back side of the wall as you slump down a little bit, just holding your wound. Next up, actually, do a couple things here. As after the sniper round hits, you start to hear what sounds like something being punctured into the roof of the train, and you can see this physical object being pushed through the top. It's stabbed through, and then it's almost like a grappling hook, like little arms sort of split out, and they latch onto the roof. And you can hear like sort of like clinking sounds, and then you see on both sides of the window 2 figures are rappelled down each side of the train, and they're just swinging in, and they come straight into the train and land inside.
Rainbow Six style.
Cool as fuck.
Very much Rainbow Six style.
Breach.
Are these separate people to the horse guys? Okay.
These are the ones on the roof that made the noise.
Oh, yeah, so
The
they've
horse
kind of,
guys,
yeah, got you.
And they are coming right next to you.
Yeah, I don't know if the guys on the horse had, like, latched on and then, like... Ooh.
As they
no.
completely smash out the windows that are next to you, and you get like this gust of wind come through, and you can see they're like hooked on these ropes from the top of the roof, and they unlatch them as they land in, and one of them is going to take a shot immediately. What do we do for Marcus? Plus.
Just as they shoot Marcus out of the window, as the train's like,
That's an 18.
bring it up!
18 to hit Marcus.
Yes, that's his armor class.
Okay. That's only 7 points of piercing damage.
He's at full.
30.
So he's got 3
So
HP.
7 points of piercing damage as the figure...
Say 27.
7, just,
Oh, okay.
just 7.
Oh, phew.
Sorry, no, just 7. This figure on the side nearest to you guys immediately takes out a pistol and just shoots at the first sort of target they can see that looks menacing in any sort of way, and strikes Marcus. That's their turn. And then got another one shooting from the outside. That's going to be 12 to hit Marcus. It's not going to hit for sure, I know that much. They're still riding along at this point, and that's the one over that side. Next up is the other one that's come through, which is going to be 20 to hit. I think I'm right next to Kitty, so I'm afraid Kitty, you're getting hit as a 20.
Yeah.
As they swing around a halberd, this long polearm axe sort of weapon.
You're repelling with a halberd.
It's got it strapped onto their back.
Wow.
They come through and they just swing. Seeing that they were hoping that you were going to help them, and clearly not helping them now, they try and swing for you. So
I
that's
didn't
going to
say
be
anything.
It's only going to be 6 points slashing damage on that one. Didn't roll particularly good. Maybe you just happen to dodge back and you take a sort of a wound on the shoulder or the collarbone, perhaps.
Cool.
That's also their turn. Marionette, you're up.
Okay. Ooh, so they're doing some pretty hefty hits.
They're equipped. I know, I will actually describe them now as that they've entered in. Okay?
Please do.
Just so you know.
Give me a visual. Go on.
They're wearing very much the same coloured, just simple brown leather like armour, and then you've got like sort of utility belts around the middle, and you can see that like one's got a small dagger and it's like a small pouch of something else. You can see there's actually like a few like syringes on one side as well.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, one of them had this like halberd, this menacing-looking kind of poleaxe, and the other one's wielding works to be like, sort of like an extended bloodwork pistol.
Okay.
But they're both wearing thick metal rings around their necks.
Ooh.
You could probably put 2 and 2 together to stop from being bitten by vampires. But they're also wearing like the cowls over their face, over there, and they're wearing like kind of these almost trilby hats, but not.
Milady.
Good day.
But on the outside of their gear, they're wearing very much like a poncho on top of like a sort of trench coat.
Okay.
They gear to the teeth. They've got everything ready to go.
Sure.
They are prepared for this heist. It seems. Sorry, you may continue.
I am going to cast a spell.
What spell might this be?
I am going to cast the Song of Zan.
Ooh.
Marina is going to open up her voice box and kind of she like places her fingers in and twists, and this like the music box that she usually uses to kind of give inspiration and things kind of shifts, and the song that we heard as the lady of the railroad was singing kind of comes through, and it's in this very even more melancholy, sad and twisted song fills the air. I need them to make, please, wisdom saving throws.
Which one? Or how many?
Both of them. It's a 30-foot radius, so I think unfortunately it's also going to get Kitty.
Does it affect friendly creatures as well?
It doesn't say it doesn't, so it doesn't say you choose. It says creatures, each creature in the area. So I think from where I'm putting it, it's going to get Kitty and probably Marcus as well.
Kitty and Thea.
I mean, I'm doing it so it's just because I can place it. It so it's not going to get Thea.
Sure.
But it will get Kitty and Marcus.
You could probably get that guy that's on the horse on the other side.
Oh, I'll get a horse guy then. Yeah, absolutely.
And the horse.
And the horse.
Maybe.
It's brain damage, don't you know?
We'll go
funny,
for the
but it
guy
is.
with the halberd first.
Yep.
And what kind of wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving key.
Wisdom saving throw. That is.
I might as well roll mine. No.
12 on that one first.
Fail.
And then we go with the guy with the sort of extended bloodwork pistol. Fucking hell, that's trash. 10.
Fail.
And then we'll go for the one outside. Fucking 1 on the dice.
Mega fail.
All fail.
Right.
Natural.
13.
Meets it.
And 1
And Marcus.
DC's only 13.
Mine's 13 as well. Yeah, it's not
I
great.
think Marcus's save is pretty good. Wisdom.
Should be as a pal.
wisdom. Yeah, he got a 14. So, what happens is, on a failed save, they are going to take 4d10 psychic damage.
Flipping hell.
Glad
Glad I passed that. Jesus.
I knew you could, that's why I did it. So they're 4d10 psychic damage and are frightened of me for the next minute. So I believe that means they want to fucking scatter.
Might be just that they can't move closer to the target of the.
7, 8, 9, 10.
But this is where we had in our original games with when we were playing Paizo games, and that was run. But D&D was like, no, you just can't move closer and disadvantage and that crap.
It's 17 points of psychic damage.
Lovely.
I will just double check the frightened condition for 5e. Frightened. Has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. Can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay. Attack and saving throws, was it?
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay,
That's the last spell I have in the tank.
It's a good one though.
It is
It's
very
exactly what we want in here, especially with the one outside on Marcus's side and these
That's
two.
why I was like, I've got to wait until there's people inside. Oh yeah, get your rings out.
I'm getting my rings out.
Get your rings
Fucking
out.
hell. Where the fuck is Rathan? There we go.
Good.
I'm frightened!
Obviously, the one outside is also frightened, but
He don't need no
we
ring.
don't need no ring. Okay, very good.
And I think that is everything that
Okay.
I can do.
In that case, Kitty.
Question.
Yes.
So I was going to. I know they're frightened, but. Because I was going to attempt to use Charm Person to maybe get them to fuck off away, but will that either get rid of the frightened or.
You won't do anything with the frightened.
Okay, cool. But because this is if they have. So if they're in combat with us,
Yes.
they have advantage. Would they still have that advantage?
Yes.
If they're frightened.
Because they're only frightened of Marionette, not you.
God damn it. Okay, that's fine. So, is that worth it then?
Hang on. So it's Yeah, it's if they can see me, then they will have a disadvantage.
On abilities and checks, not saving.
Yeah, not saving throws.
That's okay. Okay. And will the frightened end if I hit them, or no? Is it just?
It's just there for the duration.
That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna hit them then. But I'm also gonna spend two sorcery points.
There we go.
Bougie.
So I'm gonna essentially turn one spell into a bonus action, but can I cast another spell as well as an action, or does it have to be another?
No, you can do one spell slot spell.
And then one cantrip.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna do a cantrip. So I'm gonna do like firebolt and then.
100%, yeah.
Okay, I need to get that rule straight in my head. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points. So that's so I'll put down to 3. And I'm gonna first of all cast firebolt.
Yeah.
Have any of them hit yet?
I mean, they're all hit because of Marionette's thing. So they're,
Sure.
whilst it's not like a physical kind of wound, you can see they look a bit
It's an inside wound.
worn and torn.
Okay.
Emotional.
Emotional damage.
I'm gonna hit, I don't know, this one closest to me.
Clive.
With
Pistol Man.
Firebolt.
Hey ho, it's Pistol Man. Pistol Clive.
Oh, it's a...
It's good for
Isn't
you.
there disadvantage on ranged spell attacks?
It is if you're in melee, yeah. You can move 5
I
foot.
will tell you, you can move now to not have that disadvantage.
But would they...
You will get
risk
enough.
attack opportunity.
Move it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna get an attack opportunity.
Okay, move yourself wherever you think you're going to go.
Where I think I'm gonna go.
Sentinel.
Get over it!
I think I'm gonna go... probably, like, here?
Yeah. I mean, technically you'd get 2 because they're 2.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You've got the hit points, you
We'll see. You don't know.
And they have disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Yes.
You what?
Worse than
I think it's gonna go really well.
I don't do open rolls, man.
You don't.
Ooh.
A
Disadvantage.
treat.
That's a 4.
Okay.
Good so far. A 1. So the halberd guy misses.
And throws his out the window.
Oh, not
And it
again.
hits the other guy on the horse.
Yeah.
Steve, we've talked about this.
This is 17 for the guy with the pistol. And 18.
Ooh, yikesy doodles.
17 plus 5.
I think that hits.
That hits,
think
I'm
that
afraid.
hits. Yeah, that's
As
alright.
you take
What's your
the
damage?
round
What's your damage,
to the
Heather?
back of your kid. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Fucking nothing, mate.
Fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Don't say that. You're tempting.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's actually quite a lot, no.
You may now continue and cast your firebolt.
Cool. Fireball. Can I still use that roll?
Yes,
I
of course
rolled
you
it.
can. Yeah.
That was a 20. Dirty.
Absolutely hits.
Dirty 20.
2d10 at 5th level.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
So I'm all over cantrips.
4.
Yeah, 10.
7. So 4. So that's 4 plus 3 is 7. Yeah.
Yep,
Not
7 points
yeah.
of damage.
7.
And which one is that to? Is that to the halberd guy?
Yeah. This. No, the crossbow.
Okay,
Pistol Steve.
That's the...
Yeah.
Pistol Clive. That's
Pistol
the one.
Clive.
Get him.
Pistol. See.
Could have gone with Pistol Pete. And just anything.
No, it's
Yeah.
too cliche.
Yeah. Too obvious.
Alright. Cool, yeah, the fireball goes off.
Cool.
Are you doing your little
Yes.
flipping spell thing?
Yes, I'm going to... what am I going to do? What am I
very
going to
broad.
do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to magic missile the bastard. But I might... will I do the other one? No, I think I'm going to stay on
You focus fire.
Pistol Clive.
At what level are you casting this?
I'm going to do it
9th.
at 2nd level, I think. And that'll be my last second
Okay. So
level
that's 4 bolts.
of
1d4 plus 1.
1d4. You know, I'm just going to roll 1. That is 1.
Plus 1 for each one.
So that was 2, that was 4, 5. Oh, you know what? I need to write these down. So it was 2, 5, 3, and 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of damage.
Right.
I love the whispered 14 from Jack over there before it. 14!
I am not maths boy.
He is.
Only I.
I am anti-maths girl.
Oh, drive on a nemesis, boy! A literacy woman! What powers do you ask?
Dyscalcular girl.
Quick, math boy, she's undermining the national curriculum!
That was really funny. That was very funny.
Bit of teacher humour for you there.
Really liked that.
Thank you.
A ream of spells appears from Kitty with a fireball and some magic
just Miss
missiles.
Frizzle.
I did it all at once, just yeah.
Just this colourful array of spells happens in 6 seconds.
That's what we're taking to the Games Expo. Jack as math boy, me as literature girl, and then Dyscalcular girl.
You're done, I believe, yes?
Yes.
You're done, right?
Done, right?
Fucking bad.
Fucking hell.
You'll never not count in this town again.
I want the comic of Maths Boy and Literacy Girl. I don't want Maths Boy to be so focused on the maths that Literacy Girl has to sort of like be that sidekick that leads and like push him like onto the right things, but then Dyscalcular turns up every time.
Oh, jeez.
You'll never solve an equation again.
I promise you that.
Something doesn't add up here.
There's got to be so many puns in there. There's got to be. The very wounded rider takes another shot.
I want you to make the outfits.
What's gonna happen?
It's gonna take, we'll take the shot at the last guard. Try and take them out. And he suddenly hits. The guard goes down as another bullet strikes through the glass, and he just happens to kind of be peeking over to see where they are, and it just right in the forehead.
Oh no!
He's wiped, and he just slumps to the ground. That's their turn. Yeah.
Does the bullet that hit me and also these guards make sense to the weapons that the guys on the horses are using? Or do I think there's a sniper somewhere else?
There's a sniper somewhere else.
Sniper.
And it came from that side of the train, didn't it?
Yeah, that side.
And that's not mountainside. Or is that
Yeah,
mountainside?
like the mountain's like directly in front of you, so either way is kind of like
okay.
past the edge of the mountain sort of thing. You're not quite at the point where the mountain is in your way.
Okay.
But you already know it's a different shooter because you're not hearing the sound of the gun being fired. It's just the sound of that bullet piercing the
fair
metal.
enough. He's not going to focus on that right now. He's like, we need to deal with this quickly. There is a sniper somewhere else. And he's just like taking himself off the wall, and it's just like there's just a hole in his like chest and his armor that goes almost right the way through. He will move 5 foot. Mm-hmm. Oh no, Kitty's moved, so I'm no longer flanking. Okay. He will basically step over the table. I shouldn't leave any area of opportunity to come around to this side to be flanking with Marionette.
So like here? No.
Keep going around. Jack should know where I'm on about.
Blech.
Yeah, and now I should be flanking with. So, but I need to be next to them.
There.
Yeah. So I won't leave the area as he moves around in that like kind of like cloak moving way.
Sure.
At this point, he will. He pulls out the rapier.
Sure. Go to melee.
Yeah. Because I can't take the range. Oh no, I can take the range shot. I don't have disadvantage because of weapon mastery. So therefore, I still have advantage on this. He brings the sniper rifle up behind them into the back and. Oh no, that should be fine. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool. This is shooting with pistol. 5.
That's the one. Yep.
That is 10, 15, 23, 24, 25 points of damage, including the sneak attack.
Very nice.
Big hit. Doesn't kill them, but they are severely wounded. Taking this point-blank sniper shot. Yeah.
He will disengage as a bonus action. And unfortunately, he is going to have to go to the other side of the carriage at this point.
Go for it.
All the way to the end.
I've got 5, 10. I've got 20 foot movement.
So here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Blip. Oh no, the table.
The table!
Where he turns back around, crouches, and then brings up the sniper rifle again.
Good, okay. In that case, it's your turn. Next would be then. Marcus is up. He's going to probably take a shot at the severely wounded bloke.
He wants to roll it.
I don't mind doing it. Is he going for the same guy, or is he going for the horse outside again?
It's up to you. You're all the characters, you're the players.
Yeah, he will take a shot at this one inside that we've all been shooting.
Yep.
Plus 6.
17.
Does that hit? Should double check. It does hit.
Okay, he's got a pistol, yeah?
Yeah.
That one deals 1d8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, so that is 12 points of piercing damage.
And that guy is dead. As wherever Marcus hits this guy with another shot, it's just enough to kind of, you can see their eyes kind of widen, being shot for the last time. And you can see that their life just kind of flashes before their eyes and they just kind of slump to their knees and just fall flat on their face. Dead. Very well.
He will then get up into melee with the other one, trying to... Yeah, that'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Good okay. That's then done. It would be a horseman on that side. Roll. Even sphere, odd Marcus. 6.
Yep, go for it.
The horseman on that side goes for the hit, and that is 14 plus 5, which is 19. Does
19?
Yeah.
Hits?
No. 1 damage.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, no. That is 13 points.
13? And he goes down.
And another pistol shot from that side of the train is trained on you, seeing that you are wounded, knowing that the sniper shot hit you previously. Takes the shot and they hit.
If you can knock him over for me.
No, I do. I've got healing potions. That's one.
I'm closer.
Yeah. And I've got blood vials as well. So.
Fear is out and unconscious.
Well, fuck.
Oh. You might not be down. There's disadvantage. That's even better. Sorry.
Don't give me hope. Don't do that,
buddy. And then the other guy on the train. Marcus is up there. They're going to go in with their halberd. We give Marcus a disadvantage. So 13 on the dice, and that's a 16 on the dice. So 13 plus 5 will be 18.
Hits.
Yep.
Just.
Let's get his HP up.
That is 12 points of slashing damage.
Should be okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
They are going to. Ooh, they can do something else.
Good. Remember the abilities. Killers.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
End Steph's suffering.
Why me?
I can promise, right?
I beg your pardon.
You can eat.
Oh, those are the days.
So Marcus will take -2 to the AC.
Okay, so
Using
he's
their ability of get him cornered.
16 AC.
And then as a bonus action, you can see them pull out one of these syringes on their belt. And they put it just right into like where their heart is. They now regain some hit points.
No.
Can I have a D8, please?
Oh, we don't like that.
D8. There you go. Okay, they regain some hit points. You don't know how much. Okay. As you can see, whatever was making them look worn and torn by Marionette's ability wears off. They're still frightened and such, but whatever wounds has been dealt, cleared. That's their turn. So you've done the hit, done that thing. So Marionette, you're up.
Okay. I want to move, so I'm in melee, and I do that makes me flanking.
Melee. Yes.
Like this way.
Yes. All the way to the other side of the
There it
Nago.
is.
Opposite squares.
I am going to. Kitty, get here! On it! You were incredibly rude, and I'm going to try and stab him with my rapier.
You could have joined us.
You could have fucked off. Same on both. It's not going to hit. It's 9.
Does not hit, even with advantage, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
They just dodge, duck, and weave. You're
Dodge, duck, dip, dive.
Anything else I can do? I don't think so. Do.
In that case,
Nope.
it's Katie's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go to Fiar. So, boop. And I'm gonna funnel a healing potion down his throat. So it's just, would it be 2d4
Yep.
plus?
Is it a normal healing potion or is it greater?
See, silly past Siobhan just put 3 healing potions. So I'm gonna say it's just a regular, like simple.
Where
Yeah.
did you get it from? Do you remember?
Absolutely not.
Sorry.
What is silly question?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on this and just say it's a simple healing potion.
I think it was greater healing potion, because I think it was from Crypt. I can't quite remember the...
Supreme.
Like, yeah, the best one.
I'll let it be greater for now, because I'm pretty sure they are, but I will check. So it's 44 plus 4.
Cool. Did you want to roll? Or...
No, you're administering it.
Okay, 4D.
I don't know if there's any of the healing potions down there, to be honest.
Yes,
it should
I
be
would get those. Actually, you know what?
technically down there.
She's always rolling, it's fine.
You know what? I can't go to fumble.
You'd think I'd bring some of my own products up here and like use things like my
I have
healing
them all
potions.
here, but I just don't want to.
Told you it's still up.
So that was. Wait, that was.
I realise like I'd make healing potions.
So
Oh no.
9 points of
Is
healing.
that it?
Hey,
Shit, I know it gets you up, but fuck
It's
it, you know.
me.
you know it's plus, right? So it's
Yeah, I added
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
what-
added it.
Yeah.
It was all
I
ones
added it.
and 1, 2.
9 vote.
Yeah.
Gets me up.
Indeed it does.
Hello.
Don't laugh at me. Don't. We're past.
Are we?
No, we're not.
No.
I'm erect.
Appreciate
So am I.
You administer the potion to
Thank you for noticing.
Did.
to Fear.
And I'm going to use the sorcery point shenanigans again to use that to cast a bonus action spell.
You would see as well that wound starts to heal over.
Lovely.
Oh, Fear.
Oh wait, like the
We're going to have a talk.
Oh. I'm gonna magic missile.
Yes.
Okay.
But I can't do it at second level because I ain't got none left, do I?
Well, I bet be your first level one, huh?
Innit?
Sure.
That's
Be sure to be sure.
Kiss him.
Where the fuck am I? What's happening?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
What's happening?
So 3 darts.
3.
Ooh, 4! Write them down. 2, 4, 2. Roll it better. Woo. Oh,
Whee!
Alright. 16 points of damage.
Is this the one inside the train? Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Let's get him. Get him good.
Good. Yes. I can't count. Matt's boy can't count.
No man's boy!
Just can't
Detect
the
the
powers of
hour!
overtaking.
Just calculate.
She's poisoned the water supply!
My plan all along.
My powers are useless against a literacy girl. Help me!
Man's boy, no! Here! Quick, use the scientific calculator!
For the power of algebra and the introduction of letters to numbers, will literacy girl help this week?
Tan, pie, what does it mean? It's pie, but not how it should be spelt, damn it!
Quick, type boobies, quick!
It's all I know!
To the pie-copter.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, those magic missiles hit. Because you don't have to roll for anything, so dealing a lovely bit of damage to those. Would you do anything else? You want to move anywhere else? You've got like 15-ish foot of movement left.
Because I feel like I'm kind of in. Are the windows where they are on like the stuff that we've got?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So
No.
you got like windows here,
Yeah.
and then the windows there.
So it's kind of window everywhere.
So you got like
It's more window than train at this point.
you got 2 columns here and like 2 corners where you could hide and not be in full view of one side at least, but you are at least at some point visible.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of move to the. Because I can. I'm just going to move one up here and then I'm going to. I can't crouch, can I? Have done too much.
There is a column here, so you don't really have to crouch. You can...
I'm just going to stay there, yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. The rider that's still hanging on for his life takes another shot. Who would it be? They can't see, is he?
Himself.
And I'm prone.
That guy's actually dead. I should have moved him over.
Rip.
Oh, fucking everyone's dead. Marcus! This one's not disadvantaged because they didn't get affected by a Marionette's spell. That is 22 to hit.
Yes.
Where's my fucking dude?
What's the damage?
14 points.
Oh,
Pierce.
he is on 1 hit point.
As another round comes firing through and just manages to hit in between segments of his full plate armour. Dealt a very good wound.
It's alright, we've got his backup character ready.
I love my break!
Fucking.
Need a loaf of bread.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you could skin it as an automaton. Part of an automaton.
In a home game, we joked around because we were sat in. Me and Tamsin were sat in the house, and we said like, Adrian meme was like your first character's this like really like thought of thing, and the next one's a loaf of bread. And Tamsin was like, because she needed a new character for Jack's campaign, and obviously I know the backstory to it, and I don't think we're going to get back to Allura, so I'm going to kind of reveal it. It was a wizard who basically got turned by a spell into this loaf of bread, but then they have this like armor that's sentient, kind of like Edward from Fullmetal Alchemist, who was carrying this like loaf in a tin around, but it was actually the loaf of bread that was the wizard.
Amazing.
It was
Love that.
fucking incredible, and like she ended up hating it within seconds of playing it, and then stuck at it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So Tamsin as well.
Yeah,
It's like,
was-
this is great. Oh no.
You never know. We might return to Allura at some point. I don't know. I've got things.
Always got things.
I've got things.
Dyscalcular, apparently.
Yeah.
No, Master Boy.
No.
My kryptonite.
Fear, it's your turn as you are glugging down some healing potion.
Yeah.
From the abacus.
She's moved the decimal point, but she doesn't know why. But it's worked, damn it.
She didn't do her workings out, goddammit.
You know, the bad. I don't know enough about maths to actually joke about this. That's the hilarious thing. I'm just like, I've got nothing.
And that's
No
why you're perfect for the role.
He sits up and like he now knows that he's consumed healing potion because he feels better, and is like,
He will then he brings the rifle up and will aim it out the window towards the one that's barely holding on.
Attack roll.
Yeah, I think this is without advantage or anything like that.
No, you're not hiding or anything. You just get straight up, shoot with.
Natural 20. I wish I'd done it to the other one now.
Do not even roll.
I mean, I kind of want to.
Sure.
So
Do it.
the max is 3 6s are 18.
Yeah, you got there.
2 8s
You got that way
are
before me.
16.
Indeed.
16 plus 16 is 32. Plus 5 is 37. And then I get to roll all this again. Give me my d8 back.
This calculator dies. Too many sums.
What
It's
attack?
working! More maths!
So that's another 18. So that's 24, 28, another 30 points. That is 68 points of damage as he sits up and he is furious.
That's number
He's
one.
like, you can see that like wound is still healing over, and he's like,
I think somehow the adrenaline of becoming unconscious and bleeding out, and now all of a sudden just being back up. It's just everything, the blood is rushing through your mind, and it just allows you to have this pinpoint accuracy on this horseman outside, and you just carve a hole through this guy, and he falls off his horse. And the automaton horse just kind of like,
nope.
Still, it just kind of keeps going, like just doing what it was told to do, and it's just still galloping alongside.
I'm not running!
Yeah. No rider, nothing to control it, it's just going.
I'm free!
That, believe it or not, was actually my last bullet within that particular blood cartridge. To which end then,
He's one of your other fucking 5 guns.
you gave him to me, mate.
That's it, Jack!
So what actually happens here
Happens here.
is
Drink it, beach!
where's my fucking notes? There they are.
Up your bum.
So what I can do though
Up your bum.
is so let me just spend that one there. As a bonus action, he then, because of my level up with the bounty hunter with bloodwork firearms, I can now reload instead of as a action, as a bonus action.
Sick.
So he just it spins out the back of the stock, drops to the ground, and before it's even like finished rolling, he's got the next one in, spins it so it like locks back in, and you see there's bubbles like, and then he like brings it up to aim out of the other window, and that's the end of his go.
Very, very cool round.
Beautifully done.
The dead Marcus is up. He's up in melee.
Yes.
I think he's going to bring out his sword, I think, this time, maybe.
Hit them with the brick.
No.
Here's one sword.
Yeah.
His plus 17 brick.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Oh. What was it?
23 to hit.
That certainly hits.
So that's going to be a D8 plus not 45.
What the fuck?
Plus 4, I think that's meant to be. Sorry.
Fine.
6.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, I don't think he's got any spells left.
No.
No, he's definitely not got any.
Lay on hands. He is tapped.
No, he's got nothing left in that tank.
He hits.
Got a brick.
He slashes the guy in front of him.
He scores.
He does score, but not a great goal. Just the
tip.
tip. A light wound.
Just the head of the sword.
Indeed. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Gagging.
It's coming out. Top round is another explosion as the train is once again rocked. It doesn't entirely sort of affect you, but you can now feel the train now slowing down, and
The trains are rocking.
you don't know how the train's going to
rocking.
react if it's blown up. But
Poorly, I'd imagine.
yeah, not great.
Doesn't like that.
No,
Don't
no, it doesn't.
take kindly to being blown up.
But another sniper round comes through.
Can fuck on.
You see, you've got bears in the view of the mirror, the glass. Also, Marcus's as well.
What's an evens it?
So we'll go again. Evens with fear.
All open.
9.
Marcus.
Oh, this is going to bring him down. There's 2.
What's he on to?
Yeah.
On.
On 1.
A 1.
It is.
Is it a natty?
No.
Okay.
But if I can hit.
So a natty could take him to permadeath.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I shall calculate the damage. How much else has he got?
Well, he had 1 HP.
But so a total
of
30. So 31 would take him to.
Actually, I don't think he's rolled up his HP because he hasn't had a level up because he was.
So something about being away.
It would still take.
I can't
him
roll
out.
it for him.
It would still take him out.
Yeah. Max would be 38.
Yeah.
Okay.
13.
You got lucky. Because it was looking like a 10 and a 7 on the first 2. But it's 23 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
fine.
so
He's just
down.
regular down.
Regular down from a massive sniper bullet.
Regular down.
You can see his armour is just completely and utterly punctured by this. And you can, the bullet almost exit wounds Marcus as he collapses to the floor.
Logan's not going to be too happy.
Right, that comes through, which means it's that guy on the horse over there. He's going to shoot over at you, Fear, because you're the only one of you. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be a 9 points.
And I'm down again.
Right, back.
4 plus 5.
Marcus goes down. Fear is like just honing in, ready to take a shot. And I think, that guy maybe sees like Marcus go down, brings it to the Fear, and just it's a gut shot, and it just it like causes him to go down.
Alrighty then, and then next is the guy still on the train. He gets another syringe out.
Oh my goodness.
This one's slightly different. You can see it has a slightly like blue liquid in it. The other one had like a red liquid in it.
Oh.
I'll let you know how that. You don't know what effect it has. There's no like visible effect.
Hey, circuit.
But I'll turn around to you, Marionette. You're next to it.
He's still frightened.
You can still take a hit on you.
Okay.
That guy should have had disadvantage because
What guy?
the guy on this side of the train.
Yeah, because he was frightened.
Still hits. There's a 16 on the dice.
Yeah, it's fine.
This will be disadvantage against you.
Yep.
They just can't move close to you, but they're already well up close. So,
Hello.
you might get away with it.
Don't have a lot of armor class.
Can I have a D4, please?
No.
Fuck me.
He's so demanding.
What's your armor class?
13.
13 hits.
Oh no.
With an extra D4 makes it 13.
It's like a bless potion. That's cool.
That's exactly what it is.
Nice.
This is Halberd Man still, isn't it?
Halberd Man!
Halberd Man!
I also think that was my first nat 20 of all campaigns.
Yay!
But definitely on attacking, I think that's my first crit. Yeah, Fear does not roll fantastic.
Alright.
This is a bad time on the train. We'll be making up later management.
70p back on this one.
Fuck yeah.
Notice the train's 10 minutes late.
I only get it at 15.
Points.
I beg your fucking pardon.
You fucking heard me.
I just wasted a natty.
15 points of slashing damage you've got against you, Marionette.
How you looking?
Half immediately.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That's their turn. Marionette, you're up. You get to
Considering
retaliate in some way.
Course of action because we're kind of.
We're nearly the end of this combat, so if you don't mind, we'll go on a little bit longer.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You do what you gotta do.
Now it's gonna
I am going
Fireball.
to. I can't. I have no spell slots. And I don't have that spell.
Lie about it.
Just not that kind of girl. Don't like to fake it. And I would like to.
For our benefit, not yours.
Can I?
Jump out the train.
I want to kind of grab him close to me. Not to grapple him, just to pull him close.
Flavour, yeah.
Exactly, Flav. And I am going to say to him, you need to leave this carriage. You are ruining the plan within the plan.
Sounds like a simple persuasion check.
A simple.
Would she have advantage because he is scared of her?
Flame.
And it's an excuse for him to leave.
Yeah.
RP wise, he would be looking for a reason to get away from her.
Alright, I'll give you advantage.
I need it. Fuck off.
I did my best. I got you the advantage. Do better. Can she have another roll?
17.
Good.
I've got a +8.
So, can you repeat what you said again, please?
You need to leave this carriage. You are ruining the plan within the plan.
And he should do a insight check with disadvantage.
You got a bit far, mate.
Backseat Joeing over it.
I'm trying to fucking help you out
I
here.
know, but I'm trying to suck up to Jack.
Fair enough.
I mean, to be fair, he would have an inside check.
Would you
because
like
he's
a
got
little-
disadvantage on ability checks, he would have disadvantage anyway, so yes, I will do that.
Would you like a cheeky little deception check? No.
You kind of being legit, but not.
Yeah. I can be deceptive, innit?
Or persuasive.
Or persuasive.
We'll take the roll you got.
Cool.
He seems to believe you. I think in the moment, because of the effect that's currently on him, he's currently frightened of you. You can see they're very wide-eyed and they want to try and get away from you as you pull them closer.
Everyone does.
I think they would say to you, I don't know what you're talking about, but fine. And they could kind of look you up and down to see what the fuck is going on here. And as soon as if you let him go,
I will.
He'll start to kind of step
Yeah.
back.
And
he will head in the direction of the car.
Yeah, I will call out to everyone in the room as well. Weapons down with this one. Stick to the plan. And I would wink at Kitty, but I can't wink because I'm made of metal and glass.
You've said your piece.
Highlights that can turn on and off.
Flicker, flicker, flicker.
Okay.
Just kind of hand over.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
The automaton wink. He's healed up. I don't want to take. I want to keep the ruse.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rush over to Marcus and try and stabilize him. And that's
I can tell you now, they will not take an attack of opportunity on you.
Lovely.
So
Good
you
boy.
can, by all means, make your way over and heal.
I can't heal, so I'm just gonna have to do a medicine check to try and stabilize him.
Yeah.
I got nothing in the tank. You need medicine. 18.
I'd say you stabilise him. Yes.
What? Marcus is stable.
You patch up his large sniper wound, just trying to suppress the bleeding. He seems to be stable for now. Kitty,
Yes. So that guy's kind of moving away.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not his turn yet, but he will make his way there.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to Fear again
Thanks.
and shovel another potion down your throat.
Oh,
Get that down,
Have some
yeah.
cat blood, son.
Told you, blood pool's the way to go.
Mix them both.
Both.
What was it again? Was it 2?
Just rub a little on his drums.
What do I
another
do?
great
Roll
healing
it.
potion.
What do you mean roll it?
You roll it.
Oh, I've never done.
You can tip them out or you can shake them up.
That's a 44 plus 4, and that is the greater healing potion.
That's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 14.
Oh, that's much better than mine.
Oh, that's really fun. How delightful.
You can find those on DRAGONBORNindustries.com.
And you too can have a smile like this.
The ones that actually sell actually have tags on them that tell you what they roll and the maths that you do with them as well.
But here Ian makes you guess.
Cool.
It's really satisfying.
Fear is once again healed.
Cool. And I think I can't do any spells, but I'm going to use my Invoke the Power Within. And I'm going to, in my best, really confident voice, shout to everyone.
I'll be that for us.
Do it now.
Team, we got this. I believe in all of you. And she does like, to you.
Offensive.
Only automatons can make that gesture.
It's only for automatons.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's not for flashbacks.
I won't do it again. So this is essentially allies within 30 feet.
Yes.
So that's everything. Gain +1 bonus to ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws for 1 minute. And I can use that once per long rest, so that is done, son.
A little bit of summit to everyone?
A little bit of something.
Yeah, a little bit of summon.
Is that you, Kate?
That's all I can do. And I'm going to stay where I am because I think I'm kind of out of... I think I'm out of a lot of stuff, so...
I know where you're now, that's fine. Fear, you're back up once more.
Yeah, and once
plugging another potion.
More like you see, like as the potion like goes down, you're watching as like that chest hole is pretty much healed. The one in the stomach now starts healing over. There's like steam rising out from beneath those like leather straps, and he's like, I was not aware because I was down.
Yeah.
I'm very afraid.
No, it's fine.
However, the guy outside the window fucking shot me.
Yeah.
So he sits up again with the now fully reloaded sniper rifle.
Yep.
Bonus action will half movement to basically get to one knee and not be prone, and moves up to where the window would be, but tries to use a bonus action to hide. Like 26. God, no, even more than that.
You are hidden.
29.
Yes.
And then very slowly like brings it round and will take the shot at the guy on the horse outside. That's a cocker. That's a cocker. There it is.
What do you think?
14 plus 8 for a 24.
That is.
Okay.
Actually 22.
You're right. 22.
Maths boy.
Hits.
Yeah.
Just calculate those powers have worn off.
Powers returning, Maths boy!
I was waiting for something.
The boobies are working!
15, 24, 25, 27 points of damage.
How do you kill?
It straight through the forehead, and the back of the cranium explodes, and like the body slumps over the horse, and you watch the back snap as basically the horse carries on cantering, where its feet are in the stirrups. It causes the spine to dislodge, which is into this awful position. The rifle sling goes limp, and his hand falls out, probably catches on a rock, and then takes the top half of his torso, stretches it out, and just leaves us like a viscera across the blood fields of the ranch district.
Very well indeed.
Now that's a brutal murder.
That is a brutal murder, yes. Swiftly taking care of the other horse rider.
As he slowly brings it round to point it towards the other guy in the carriage.
Indeed.
End of go.
No fear, don't.
Really? Okay.
It was Marcus's turn. He's stable. That's essentially him, I think, for that turn. So next time we've been top of the round.
Dead, fleeing. The sniper gives up and goes home. He's had a long day. He's had enough now. Don't look like that. Don't you make that face.
Okay. Well, it's going to take a shot at you, Mary.
Yeah, I thought you
You're
would.
the one in view of the window.
Hello.
It's only a 12 to hit.
Oh, it does not hit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Bastard. It's the first time this sniper's missed. And I would imagine this shot is such a narrow miss
It just is momentarily blinded by the beauty and grace of a 7 foot tall, pimped out, weird, incredibly old, and yet somehow new automaton as she swings her bald head around and just goes.
I think the bullet comes through. You only hear the sound of the, and it kind of like just brushes the edge of your like plating, as it were, and you hear like just like squeak. Just like that, like a little mouse.
Just squashed a mouse against you. I've got a pet.
The rabbits, George.
That's the second time today I've had a Mice and Men reference.
What are the chances?
Oh,
Always
49.
Always high with literacy, girl.
Yeah, that's very true.
She wears red because she's at home.
But the best laid plans, Maths boy. Kanrath Agley from Promised Joy. That was the poem version.
So, the last remaining member that you can see of this golden bullet group starts to retreat away from Marionette and starts to make their way to the other side of the car. And I think that's probably where we can leave it for today. As they're sort of still looking at Marionette, just kind of backing up, making sure that nothing untoward happens, and
Flee.
until eventually start making their way through to the other car. And we will find out more about what's happened upon this train next time. Where maybe Alex will be back. Maybe.
I don't even know when
I don't even know. I think he's back soon, but hopefully we'll have him back. That'd be really cool, because currently he's dumb as shit and he's dragging a brick around.
Also, Marcus is having a time.
That was a good one.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's been another farce of a session where all sorts of shit have happened.
Did some things.
So please, if you've got Twitch Prime, subscribe. And if you want any merch, go to the merch store. And if you want 3D printed models, go to Warriors 3D with the code, which is
Do the stars.
Indeed for 15% off. So please go and use that. And if you don't want to pay any money or whatever, just go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow wherever you can. It helps us out. We'll see you again in about 2 weeks' time for Bloodpunk. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.